Let's see how the Wi-Fi is tonight, man. So far, so good. So far, so good. Well, damn. Um. Well, damn. Shit. Oh. Osa the healer in the building. Osa the healer in his beer. Up in his beer. Said early salute up. Hit the like, folks. Yeah, man. Damn, Kels. You ain't never getting out, man. God, dog. And here's the thing. You gotta believe this, because you know he like young girls. Who's younger than your daughter? Press one. Like literally, who's younger than your daughter? That boy ain't never coming home. Wow. Wow. Whew. I could believe it. Listen, why is this so? I don't see why would be hard to believe. There's no way I find this hard to believe. Am I saying he's guilty of it? No, but it's not hard to believe at all. This is not like some bombshell. If you lie, you steal. If you steal, you'll kill. If you'll molest, if you'll take advantage of young girls, you could possibly take advantage of your own daughter. Let's see what the community is saying, man. The blackity black community, man. Um, they're saying the victim shaming in the comment section. I don't see any victim shaming. Um, Not saying she lying, but if people gonna get paid for an interview to tell their darkest moments about celebrities, we need a lie detector test in this interview too. Sorry, but I don't believe it. I'm sure there are molestation victims out there. In fact, I dated a girl who was molested by her father, but this girl gives me lying for attention vibes. Call me what you want. I don't care. I don't believe this one. I'm big on energy. I can feel if someone ain't right with the person, even if they're in front of me. Let's see what they tell me. Why can't I hear anything? Why can't I hear anything? Oh, did I mute the bar? Why can't I hear anything on this app? Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear this? I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything.
This made my CPAP compliant.
Ice cream with my magazine. You see how your life went into shit.
Why did the Roman Empire?
Buku.
So here's another application.
Baby making grits on the stove until daddy gets.
Charleston White. Charleston White arrested, man. Wow. Shout out to Mr. Clockwork. He said, challenge met. Smash the like and fill Ox tip jar with $5 bills. Hot Black Nation, thank you for your service, Ox. Salute to you, Mr. Clockwork, Ox Nation Hall of Famer, man. Shout out to you.
He waits. He looks. Christie with the block.
And President Biden and Vice President Harris were down there meeting with local officials and comforting families, asking how they could help. And Donald Trump at a rally just started making up stories about the Biden administration withholding aid from Republican areas and siphoning off aid to give to undocumented immigrants. Just made the stuff up. Everybody knew it wasn't true. Even local Republicans said it was not true. And now the people of Florida are dealing with another devastating storm. And I want you to watch what happens over the next few days, just like the last time. You're going to have leaders who try to help, and then you have a guy who will just lie about it to score political points, and this has consequences.
They done broke Obama out. Oh, they got Obama out here. Yo, listen, they can't say that they aren't worried. They can't say that, oh, everything's fine. You had to bring Obama out. You got Obama campaigning like he running for president now, man. Wow. They went from no interviews to she might hit the link tonight. Kamala might hit the link, man. Let me drop the link, man. The way she doing interviews, she might hit the link, man. She went from no interviews to literally motherfucking doing man on the street. She doing 20 balloons and shit now, man. Shit crazy, man. She everywhere now. She went from being nowhere to everywhere. They got Obama out. Oh man, they worried. They are worried.
And they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I apply for help? And some of them may be discouraged from getting the help they need. The idea of intentionally trying to deceive people in their most desperate and vulnerable moments. And my question is, when did that become okay? I'm not looking.
When you did it with BLM, you goddamn homo. When you did it with BLM, when you took advantage of people in their most desperate moments with BLM and all that racial bullshit you started when you was president, motherfucker, that's when it started.
For applause right now. I want to ask Republicans out there.
Okay.
You know, people who are conservative. Who didn't vote for me, who didn't agree with me. I had friends who disagreed with me on everything.
I voted for him though. I was lost, y'all. I voted for Obama, man. I was lost. Those are dark days, man. I voted for Obama, man.
Every issue. When did that become okay? Why would we go along with that? And they've lost everything, and now they're trying to. I mean, if your coworkers acted like that, they wouldn't be your coworkers very long. If you're in business and somebody you're doing business with just outright lies and manipulates, you stop doing business with them. Even if you had a family member who acted like that, you might still love them, but you tell them you got a problem. And you wouldn't put them in charge of anything. And yet, when Donald Trump lies or cheats or shows utter disregard for our Constitution, when he calls POWs losers or fellow citizens vermin, people make excuses for it. They think it's okay.
Nah, man. If Donald Trump sneeze wrong, the media is all over him. What you talking about, Obama? You gaslighting us, man. Donald Trump is the most attacked person by the media. No one ever says anything he ever does is okay. Donald Trump and okay are two words that have never been uttered in the mainstream media. You gaslighting us, bro.
They think, well, at least he's owning the libs. He's really sticking it to them. I mean, if your coworkers acted like that, they wouldn't be your coworkers very long. Who seem to think Trump's behavior, the bullying and the putting people down, is a sign of strength. And I am here to tell you that is not what real strength is. It never has been. Real strength is about working hard and carrying a heavy load without complaining. Real strength is about taking responsibility for your actions and telling the truth even when it's inconvenient. Real strength is about helping.
When you gonna tell the truth about Larry Sinclair, man? When you gonna tell the truth about where you was born at, man? You goddamn birther, you goddamn, when you gonna tell us the truth about where you was born at, man? When you gonna tell us the truth about who your daddy is, man? Who's your daddy, man? You up here preaching to somebody about the truth. Now, we all got lies, Obama, but you up here preaching about the truth, man. Preaching to us about the truth, man. What happened to all them gay dudes in Reverend Wright's church, man, that you was linked to, man? Preaching us about the truth, man. I resent that, Obama. I resent that, man, being preached to about the truth by you, man. You the last person need to be preaching us about the truth, Obama. Shout out to Short Bus Driver, man. He said, can hear it in the stream. Okay, I couldn't hear it. Shout out to Short Bus Driver. He says, got it in anyways. Yeah, I couldn't hear what R. Kelly's daughter was saying, but I'm sure she was telling the truth.
Helping people who need it and standing up for those who can't always stand up for themselves. That is what we should want for our daughters and for our sons. And that is what I want to see in a president of the United States of America.
Well, you ain't going to get none of that from Kamala, man. You didn't just describe Kamala, dude. Why you acting like you just described Kamala, man? This dude crazy, man. I don't know who you just described. You didn't describe Tim Walz or Kamala, man. I don't know who you just described, man. What's wrong with this guy, man? Old bummer.
There's literally no.
Have you
If it's true.
ever used a surveillance
Research is crazy, man. Boy, your research.
Hey, we got us another beer, butter, and Newport 100 special. I'm training for the Lakers, man. I'm getting ready.
Uh-oh.
Why 99% of music artists fail with their Spotify.
Paraphrase DK.
My everything.
Yeah.
For a long time, I didn't even want to believe that it happened. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, that he would do something to me. I really feel like that 1 millisecond completely just changed my whole life. If my son asks questions, I'm going to be as truthful as possible. But I will not be taking my son to a prison to meet his grandfather.
Sometimes it was easy.
So R. Kelly's team is denying this, of course. I mean, yeah, man, it's just ugly situation, man. God damn, Kels, man. Kels, you ain't never coming home, man. God damn. Scarface just had open heart surgery. Shout out to Scarface, man.
Craziest thing you've done in a relationship?
This is one of my, we weren't in the relationship, but this is probably one of my favorite crazy Kayla stories because I don't have that many. But I'm a Scorpio and I have that crazy in me though. You know what I mean? Like it's back there. So I was dating a guy.
Okay.
I was dating a guy and he dumped me through a text message. And he dumped me for this singer / actress who was famous at the time. Dumped me for her. Lied about it for months, then popped out with her. And it became like this public thing. And it was like, oh my God, we love them. Another like celebrity iconic relationship. And of course, little old me, I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing.
It's not who y'all think.
Yeah, you guys will not be able to figure this out. Or maybe they will. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So he breaks up with me, dumps me, moves on. And for Halloween that year, I dressed up as her.
Craziest thing you've done in a relationship?
This is one of my, we weren't.
That's crazy, baby. That is crazy, man. You crazy, bro.
Dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only
Are the pictures out?
They're there somewhere. They're on the internet. And it went viral.
Clock that.
It went viral. It was everywhere.
Really?
And I was before, like, I was even anything on Instagram, which is why it was even funnier because everybody's like, oh my God, you look so good.
Did he say something?
Yeah, you called me crazy. Like, you're nuts. You're a crazy person.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, man. You're a nut. Yes, you are a nut for that, man. Damn, Kayla Nicole.
Dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only
Are
did
the
I,
pictures out?
they're there somewhere.
Wow. So it was Tiana Taylor. That was Iman Shumpert, man. She was with Iman Shumpert before, man. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. At least she admitted to that stuff. I'll give her credit for being honest about that. Yeah, would have taken that to the grave. Facts. That's why she honest, man. Salute to her, man. God damn, Angel. Angel Angels know how to get it out of them. Her first man left her for Tiana Taylor, and her last man left her for Taylor Swift. I know she hates the name Taylor. Whoa. Yeah, this woman nuts, man. But she honest though, man. Thank you for being honest.
Damn. God damn.
Oh, that's bonkers, man. Dressing up as a woman, getting dumped, and then dressing up for Halloween as the other woman.
Damn.
That's bananas. That's bananas. Yo. That's bananas, yo. Tiana Taylor, she like this basketball player's wife. She a singer. She kind of like a singer dancer type shit. She do singing and dancing. She do it all, man. She ain't really like R&B like legend or nothing, but she does a lot of stuff. She like be out and about doing a lot of things, man. Let me show her with her husband that she no longer with anymore, man. That man Iman Shumpert, man. Iman Shumpert did his time, man. Shump did his time, man. He said, I'm out, man. Go find you a white girl and be happy, Shump. Go find you a white girl and be happy, Shump. You deserve it, man. You did your time with that sister, man. Them two sisters, man. I feel like after you date two sisters, man, you deserve to get a break and get with a white girl, man. Salute to LRS, Big Larry in the building. Come through once again. Man, that girl nuts, man. That girl is a psycho, man.
Many Americans mistake.
You can always just disintegrate.
That city so woke, he might win, man. Oakland is so woke, Marshawn Lynch might just win, man. Shout out to Gary Reeves. He said Rashad Richey is turning up the closer we get to the election. LOL. Halliburton, Sotero, stepson. Oh, Rashad Richey turning up. Let me see what Rashad Richey talking about, man. Let's see what Rashad Richey doing nowadays, man. I know he race baiting like a motherfucker. Let's see. Let's see what you doing, Rashad. Let's see what you doing, Rashad. Man.
What if I told you police decided to jump out on a man who was deaf and did not understand what was happening?
So the police knew he was deaf. The police was like, yo, man, we about to go fuck with a deaf dude. You want to go fuck with a deaf dude today? Yeah, man. Let's go find us a deaf dude to fuck with. That's what happened, Rashad. That's what happened.
What if I told you police decided to jump out on a man who was deaf and did not understand what was happening, decided to beat him up really bad? But that's not it. They were responding to a call of a white male who was being trespassed away from a store. They go to the white male that actually had the police called on him. The white male says, hey, officers, I'm not really the bad guy. You see that random black person over there? He's the guy. Go get him. Cops said, oh, that's the guy. Run up, brutally assault this black male. I'm going to give you a story that will break your heart. Put up the picture full mask. Taking you to Phoenix, Arizona, a black male who is deaf. He also has cerebral palsy, is now facing felony aggravated assault and resisting arrest charges, but he did nothing wrong. He was repeatedly punched and tasered by a pair of Phoenix police officers. The violent and rapid arrest of Mr. Tyron McAlpin raises serious questions and can serve as a test case for Phoenix and the Department of Justice as the two battle over whether the police department in America's 5th largest city needs federal oversight. I want to show you some of these pictures, okay, from the attack. They literally rolled up next to him, jumped out and beat him up. Nothing else. Nothing else. And then they continued to torture this man. He's deaf.
Let's see what else you got, Rashad, man. What else you got, man?
Welcome to the bullpen.
No, I had any alcohol. I have not. Okay. Now, how about marijuana? Because you have had that.
Excuse me?
Marijuana?
I'm sorry? I didn't understand. What did you say?
I said, how about marijuana?
No.
No marijuana?
No.
Okay. You want to hang out right here for me? I don't think I have any. Yeah, I had a stash in here somewhere. I don't really know where it's at. He's gonna refuse.
I think it's a combination of THC for sure. I didn't really evaluate it, but you definitely see impairment for the THC, and then thinking his medication, prescribed medication, affecting it too, it's amplifying the effect.
I'm gonna take him.
In a story we covered just a few days ago in Indisputable, we now have the exclusive interview in-depth interview with Mr. Dakari G. Lariat, who was the intended victim of what seemed to be a heinous crime at that moment, planting drugs and more. Michigan officers did this. We're going to talk about it. Mr. Lariat, good day, sir. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Ritchie.
Thank
you. Dr. Ritchie. Anybody see Richie? I'm looking for Richie. That's enough of you. Oh, hold on. What we got here?
Welcome to the Bull.
These are the suspects that police say opened fire on a crowded school bus. One is in custody today. 3 are still on the run. Authorities say tracking them down is now a top priority. It is Friday afternoon. I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the investigation into yesterday's terrifying incident in Coatesville. Authorities believe the shooters were targeting someone getting off of a school bus. Somehow, no one was hurt.
Gratefully, Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson joining us now live in Coatesville with an update on the case this afternoon. Sharifa.
Yeah, Brian, Sarah, police say they were able to accomplish this quick arrest through nonstop investigating. They say detectives, they worked around the clock. They say they have 1 suspect in custody, but they're still working to identify and capture 3 others. This is the newly released surveillance image that shows 4 suspects, police say, are responsible for shooting at a Coatesville area school bus. This suspect in the street alone, police say, is 17-year-old Ja'Kai White Marshall, a Coatesville high school student who is now in custody facing a number of charges, including aggravated assault.
We did everything we could and we continue to do everything we can to bring this group of people to justice.
It was Thursday afternoon around 2:30 when police say bullets came flying into a school bus, dropping students off at Hope Avenue and Madison Street in Coatesville. In all, investigators say 8 shots were fired by 2 of the suspects. 1 bullet would go through the bus windshield, another would hit the bus grill. Miraculously, no one was injured.
This is not some sort of school shooting or someone trying to shoot up a school bus or a drive-by. This was a targeted event where the actors were targeting someone getting off the bus.
Today, teachers and administrators returned to Coatesville area senior and intermediate high schools while students remain home for a day of virtual learning.
It was like a bus running over or like a car, revving its engines or something. I didn't expect to be any gunshots around here.
Meanwhile, neighbors are learning more about the shooting that rattled their community.
Everything starts in a family, and I think then if not, the streets become the mother and father of the kids.
Officials are urging the 3 remaining suspects to turn themselves in.
My message to those 3 people is get ahead of this and turn yourself in.
In the Coatesville School District, they released a statement. They say they're working with investigators to try and help identify the other suspects. Now, that 17-year-old who was taken into custody, he will be charged as an adult. Live in Coatesville, Sharifa Jackson, Channel 6, Action News.
Whew.
Welcome.
These son turds just be throwing their lives away, man. Shit. Fuck. What can you do? What can you do, man, to help them? Can't do nothing to help these young boys, man. Shit. Can't help these people, man. Let me drop the link, man.
Houston police say 3 people are charged with capital murder in connection with a fatal block party shooting last month. 3 people were killed, 8 others were hurt in the drive-by near Laura Copy Road. Troy Kless joins us live with how police tracked down those suspects. Troy.
Yeah, Mia, detectives say that they used several resources within the Houston Police Department as well as technology and other agencies around the country to track them down. Investigators say that the Los Angeles Police Department arrested 2 of the suspects on unrelated charges. So the 3 suspects total are charged with capital murder include Javion Noel, Jacqueline Willis, and Marquilo Reynolds. Now, KHOU obtained a copy of the arrest warrant for
Jacqueline, Marquilo, and Javion. And they all going to help fill up somebody's jail, man. Going to help fill up somebody's jail. Everyone hit the like button, man. Let's try to get the 200 likes, man, before I drop this link. Let's try to get to 200 likes, man. Let's try to get it up to 200 likes so I can drop this link, man. God, dog. Man, jeez. A lifetime going down the drain. Whew.
With capital murder include Javion Noel, Jacqueline Willis, and Marquilo Reynolds. Now, KHOU obtained a copy of the arrest warrant for Noel. It says that initially detectives used surveillance cameras to find the suspect vehicle leaving the scene the morning of the shooting. They learned that Reynolds rented the Nissan Rogue used in the shooting, and it was recovered at a rental car facility. Both Willis and Reynolds were arrested on unrelated charges in Los Angeles. Detectives say that the surveillance video and flock license plate readers were helpful in the investigation, but it's still unclear why this block party was targeted.
Some people did speak to us at the scene.
The hit.
Unfortunately, many of the people that were shot and are alive, while they provided statements, they have no idea what happened. They're just enjoying, an evening in Houston, and next thing you know, somebody's shooting at them, they get behind cover.
The motive for the shooting, again, still unclear, and we're told multiple weapons have been recovered, many of them illegal, but investigators say it will take time to definitively link them to the crime. Now, both Willis and Reynolds will be extradited back here to Harris County to face a judge, and detectives say some people were initially afraid to come forward due to retaliation, but now that these suspects are behind bars for now, that those people should come forward with information. Reporting live in downtown.
For now, yikes. Salute to Eric S., man, Ock Nation Hall of Fame. He says, Ock, modern gun deer season is around the corner. Do any of your neighbors hunt deer? Do you eat deer? Your young glider from my town got one with a spear. No, I've never had deer. Venison, right? That's they call it, venison? What do they call it? I've never had deer. I would like to taste it, man. I'd like to have some one day. I've never had deer. Houston is lighting up, man. Let's see what else is going on, man. Let me drop this link, man. Let's see.
But at this hour, we start with the search for a third suspect after a murder inside of a Hillcrest Heights shoe store.
It happened at a Foot Locker on Branch Avenue near Iverson Mall. Fox 5's Bob Barnard outside the store with the latest tonight. Bob?
Hey there, Marina and Jim. Yes, this store is closed today. 2 men have been arrested in the murder here. A third suspect, as you mentioned, is still on the run. It happened just before 6 o'clock Thursday night. Prince George's County Police say 24-year-old Dominique Hodge of D.C. was shot multiple times and killed inside the Foot Locker near Iverson Mall in Hillcrest Heights. We're told there were other customers and employees there at the time of the shooting. Motive for the murder is not clear.
Sorry to hear that one. Prayers go out to him and his family. But I don't even know. I was coming up here to buy some shoes.
2 suspects have been arrested in this case. 19-year-old Andres Rodriguez Corona of Waldorf is charged with first and second-degree murder. Police say he was captured in possession of a handgun after a brief foot chase about a half-mile from the store. Police say 22-year-old Carl Sanders of D.C. was arrested hours later after a traffic stop with 2 ghost guns in the car. He's facing firearms charges. And this is a surveillance photo of a 3rd suspect still on the loose tonight. Police say all 3 were involved in the shooting, the 87th murder in Prince George's County this year.
Death is death, you know, and that's sad.
Lorenzo Banks came here to shop today. What do you make of that? That's someone get shot and killed in a Foot Locker.
Well, I think that's sad. Anybody get shot and killed. They don't got to be in Foot Locker. They can be there anywhere in the street.
You should be able to come to work, or just in general, just be able to shop and just do things for people or yourself and not have to worry about this might be my last day, you know?
We also spoke to Nabil Smith, who works in the store next to the Foot Locker. Do you ever worry about your own personal safety when you're inside the store, that someone could have a gun?
No, but now it's kind of like, I don't really personally think about it while I'm at work, but now it's like something that I feel like I have to think about, knowing that that's something that could happen, because it literally happened like 200 feet away. So it's definitely something that's in the back of my mind now going forward.
Police say this image of the 3rd suspect was captured inside the Foot Locker. The owner of an adjacent clothing store has this security camera set up in the parking lot. But what, if any, images these cameras captured is unclear. Attempts to reach their corporate officials have so far been unsuccessful. And we have also reached out to Foot Locker Corporate Communications in New York City, still waiting to hear back from them. The big question tonight, was Dominique Hodge targeted? Was he chased into the store? Did he know the people who allegedly killed him? Or was this just some kind of random attack? We just don't know, guys.
Wow.
Are there benefits to be?
Wow. What's going on, man? Salute, man. What's happening?
Yo, what's up, Ak? How you feel, man?
Crack,
Black in the building.
What up, Osa?
Shit, cool, man. Hey, yo, Iverson Mall is, ooh, yikes. Yo, that's crazy, man.
Didn't you see a shooting there a while ago?
Yeah, man, like a year or 2 ago, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even that crazy up there. That's the wild thing. When it was like Iverson Mall, I didn't even have the normal reaction, like, oh shit, that's down the street. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen this video of the bus riders don't pay fares thing down there? Sorry to interrupt.
Where?
Bottom right on your screen.
Oh, fare jumpers.
I just thought this was a funny video. I saw this the other day.
Well, you don't have to wait long to see it. People passing right by.
Well, aren't they? Didn't they make it free? Or
That's
did
what all some people believe. That's why I'm shocked. I was like, oh, I thought.
I think in some parts of the city, if I understood correctly.
The circulator's always been free though. The circulator,
the circulator was $1 at some point, and when it first came out, I think it was free. Yeah, but they made it like $1. They took that away. Nah, some people believe that the bus is free. Like we thought, like after the pandemic, like everybody I know.
They did say that though, didn't they? Say they were going to make it free.
But maybe they took it back. Maybe they started making people pay.
You said it one time. It's over.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. You can't go back on that.
Yeah, I did a video on that. The man was like, "Yo, they're gonna take like what $24 million to make it free for everybody." Yeah. What happened with that? It's crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta look into that.
They went back. Yeah, I didn't know they went back 70%.
Yeah,
of course.
Well, you don't have to wait long to see it. People passing right by the fare box on the bus. Metro says 7 out of 10 bus riders in our area are not paying the fare right now.
Right.
And it's drawing some sharp responses.
Oh, the X2.
I think it's terrible. You need to pay to ride the bus.
I mean, it's not that expensive. I took it the other day. It was like $2.75 or something. That's right. I mean, I usually take the Metro, which is a lot more expensive. So to me, the buses seem cheap.
But cheap or not, here's a question. Should the bus cost anything to ride at all? Some bus systems in our area, like the Dash Bus in Alexandria, have gone completely free. Loudoun County also eliminating fares for some routes starting next year. Those local jurisdictions are paying the cost to cover the bus service, making the service essentially free. And that thought sits well with rider David Simon here in the district.
I mean, because like a lot of impoverished people in the city, they just can't get jobs, can't feed each other. You know what I mean? I mean, I think it's a good thing.
Man, you got
Now,
listen,
listen, some of the bus operators that we've actually talked to today say they've been.
That's Gallery Place. No, that's past Gallery Place. This looks like down by
the northwest side,
White House. Yeah,
White House. Yeah, uptown.
Yeah.
Been told not to say anything to the riders who get on and don't pay. They say if they do that, that could lead to confrontations.
Yeah,
the Metro says
it can. If 7 out of 10 of people ain't paying, and you say something to me,
right?
And I'm a DC Negro. Oh yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah.
Not like necessarily a fight, but like, yo,
hell no.
jawjacking.
I'm making a scene at minimum.
Yeah, exactly. Jawjacking crazy. Yeah. And listen, when I was like in DC, like in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and shit like that, and I was like, you know, like there, maybe 1 in 20 people would not pay.
Right.
You know, but it was always, you'd always see some dude come on, he'd be like, I ain't got it today. Yeah. I left my transfer and shit. Yeah. Because the transfer is a little slip they give you if y'all don't know that. Like when you get on the bus, so you can get on other bus, it has a time date code on it and shit. Yeah, but it wasn't as bad. Now 7 out of 10. That's basically like the 3 people. Why are y'all paying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Maybe they may have got like a card from their job or something, and they just using it for the fuck of it or something. I don't know. Or old ladies or just people that are law-abiding citizens.
Just honest people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, we didn't get the memo. If they changed it back to where it's not free anymore, the Sun people have not gotten the memo on this side.
Nah, not at all, man.
Still enforcing fare evasion on buses with transit police officers and undercover plainclothes officers every day. Although the transit agency admits, unlike fixed rail stations, it's harder to enforce fare evasion with the over 1,000 buses on the road. The Metro Board meets this week to discuss ways to increase paid ridership, like giving incentives to those areas where paid ridership
Maybe
is
segregating
high.
the bus.
In the district, Adam Tuss, News 4.
Try out, some new strategies here.
Oh, shit. Hey, yeah, them gates for them orange joints you saw. Yeah, they put them up recently so people can't really jump them. Because you remember how easy it was to just jump them or just walk through the joint? Yeah, but they put those up like in the past 2 years. I think almost all the stations got them now.
That's crazy. I ain't been on the. I used to be on the Metro every single day.
Right, I grew up on the Metro. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the Georgia when I was like in first grade by myself.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's like I haven't been on so long. I didn't even know that had happened.
That's recent.
Today, the DC Council hitting the gas on making Metro bus rides free, and that idea got overwhelming approval, which now puts those free rides on a fast track. Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald live at the Wilson Building and incredibly expeditiously.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Last week when the council president, Phil Mendelson, announced that he was going to bring this up for a vote today, I think even he was surprised by the speed at which people were getting over themselves to enthusiastically support this idea. When it finally came up for a vote, free Metro bus rides in D.C. passed unanimously, 13-0. Now, under this proposal, D.C. is going to be paying Metro now about $42 million annually to cover these free bus rides that originate in the district starting on July 1st. Now, council members, you'll remember, originally wanted to give DC residents
July 1st. So that was last year.
Right. But some people ain't been paying since the pandemic, for sure.
Yeah,
But
I think
now it's official. So I don't know. This is weird.
But it can be official if they saying people aren't paying. It's weird.
Right.
Let me see if they vetoed that shit.
Maybe.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
This is some developing news out of the district. A plan to make the Metro bus free for riders in D.C. is now on hold. City leaders were looking to roll the plan out this summer, but leaders with WMATA don't believe this is the right time. The question is why.
Okay, so there we go. All right.
Some people like, nah, man, you said that shit was free, bro.
Hyped up. Fuck that. We're not
You
paying.
can't take that back.
I'm telling you, we wasn't even paying since the pandemic. Like I'm telling you, all of this is new. I thought it was free since the pandemic. I don't really ride the bus that much, but it just was free. That's what everybody been saying. It's free.
Yeah. So they probably just that's probably some like you can't fire me, I quit type shit. They probably just gonna make it free. Oh man, this is crazy. Yeah, listen, even if there was no pandemic or there was no shit like that, you can't tell some people something is free and then take it back.
Nah, Jack.
Can't do that. You done.
Not happening.
Reporter Nana St. Bones, who's in Northwest with more on from Metro riders, what they're thinking, what the plan is here. Nana, what are you finding out?
Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat.
So let me tell you, starting this summer, Sharon, Metro riders would have been able to hop on the bus and not even have to pay. Well, that plan has been put on hold. And one Metro bus rider tells me he is disappointed in this DC council for not seeing the plan through.
Is a cascade of big promises, big ideas, and no follow through.
Masiki Valentine is one of many DC bus riders that were looking forward to July 1st, the day that he would no longer have to pay for his bus rides after DC Council voted unanimously last year to waive bus trip fares for all DC residents. Well, those plans are now on hold.
It's quite up the council's alley to promise that they're going to put some policy in place that either doesn't have the necessary funding or the correct operations. And then we as residents are the ones who have to sit back and kind of take the downfall.
In a letter to Mayor Muriel Bowser and council from the Washington.
Okay, so yeah, they straight up pulled the rug from under people's feet. You think this guy pays? You think he still pays, or you think he just walk on like everybody else?
It depends on how he feel that day, and nobody better not say nothing to him too. But look, this guy, right? This guy, he probably lives uptown somewhere and he goes to work downtown. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have to think about it. On the south side, like anybody can get on the bus. Like, nah, that's what the hesitation is about, man. All the homeless people. I mean, homeless people's in the city. They can just get on the bus. Oh God.
Yeah, get out of the elements and shit.
Yeah, nah, man. They put a pause on that shit.
Man, yeah.
Joker, he pays.
Oh shit! Salute to Eric S. Oth Nation Hall of Fame. He says, "I work on city transit buses in Dallas. The operation cost is extremely expensive, and they get a lot of money through sales tax dollars and government.
Yeah.
Train side losing a lot of money. Yeah, I'm sure the train loses a bunch of money.
Yeah." Now the trains they made people are supposed to pay. I mean, people, people still jump them gates, man. But I've seen other people like little ladies and shit like that just push through them gates. So I guess they're not really. But some people would just slam jump all the way over. Some people would just walk through it. You know what I mean?
Man, that's crazy. I want to get on the train, man. I need to get on the train because I haven't been on the train in so long.
Yeah.
And, I want to get on it. I want to ride the Silver Line because I haven't read the Silver Line all the way out to what's your face, Dulles.
Yeah, Dulles. Yeah.
They extended it all the way out, right?
Yeah, it's all the way out Dulles now. Yeah, I've been on it recently. Yeah, it goes all the way out that joint.
Yeah, I want to get on there. I want to get on it. Yeah.
But we've covered it here, but that's why they've had those shootings up at the mall.
Oh yeah, at Tyson's, yeah, because now they got access.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's why they didn't put the one in Georgetown. They was trying to get a station in Georgetown like 20, 30 years ago. And them white folks said, hell no.
Right. They know what they doing.
Yeah. So they reneged, man. Y'all reneged, man.
Wow, I didn't even know that. I still thought the bus was free.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
We white folks are
now a teen is arrested after a.
Yeah, that's what y'all do. Y'all good for.
Now a teen is arrested after officials say he was among a group of people who opened fire on a student getting off a school bus. The 17-year-old was charged today in the shooting that happened on Hope Avenue in Coatesville just after dismissal yesterday. Now, thankfully,
they just gave that little boy, what's his name? Baby K, the one who did the shooting on the school bus in D.C. They gave him like 30 years, man.
Wait, on the you mean in PG?
Yeah.
The one where the gun jammed?
Yeah, they gave him like 30 years. They cooked his lawyer.
Oh, yeah, he deserved that.
Now a teen is arrested after officials say he was among a group of people who opened fire on a student getting off a school bus. The 17-year-old was charged today in the shooting that happened on Hope Avenue in Coatesville just after dismissal yesterday. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt. This is the Fox 29 News at 5. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Dawn Timoney. 2 bullets hit that school bus, and one of them almost struck the driver. Our Jeff Cole is live with the very latest on the investigation. Jeff.
Drive these savages around.
Yeah, Don, the Chester County DA is clearly outraged by this gunplay yesterday, as you say, as the school was dismissed in this community. But he is also working to try to ease concerns that this was some random event. The intersection of Hope Avenue and Madison Street in Coatesville is mostly quiet, say residents living in
it's mostly white, say residents.
Multi-story homes on the block. Quiet until 2:30 Thursday afternoon when a bus carrying high school students pulls to a stop, and this happens. 8 shots are squeezed off, and the shooters are seen sprinting away. This brother and sister asking their faces to be hidden were on the bus.
My experience was insane. It was just crazy. Like, it was, I ducked down. I never ducked down so quick ever in my life like that. My sister was scared too.
I was like, what was that? Because I looked at my brother and he was like, it was a gunshot. And then I looked up at the driver's window and I saw the bullet hole, and that's when I started to get really scared.
Police say the shots were fired by 2 of the 4 masked suspects pictured here just after the shooting. No one was hit, but the bus was struck in the front and the windshield, luckily missing the driver.
This was a targeted event where the actors were targeting someone getting off the bus. This was not as some sort of threat to attack a school or a random act of violence.
Security cameras captured 3 of the suspects casually moving about the neighborhood, likely before the attack. The DA reports police have arrested 17-year-old Jakar.
Think about you, another Jakar. But think about if you live in this neighborhood and you see these fools walking down the street, yo, it's gotta be like, yo,
a bunch of curious looking neighbors walking down the street.
Right, something ain't right, man. Let's see the names on these fools.
The DA reports police have arrested 17-year-old Jakai White Marshall of Coatesville and expect to charge him as an adult.
This is inexcusable conduct, right? I can't even express in words how shocking this is to every single one of us that this happened in Chester County.
Tina Everett says she arrived home with her school-age child moments after the shooting.
Typically, we're home like 2:23, 2:27. So what a blessing that she got out of school just a little bit late and we pulled up to the cops instead of the shooting.
And again, remarkable that no one was injured in this. The DA and police seem to believe this may have been some sort of grudge, maybe involved with folks inside the high school. Maybe it is that these shooters ducked out of the high school early to get in front of this bus so that they could fire on it when the person they were trying to get at was actually getting off the bus. The DA also complained loudly about the easy access of guns to young people. He said it is clearly a problem in this county and certainly across this country. In Coatesville, Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
Yeah, one among
All right, thanks, Jeff.
problems.
Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Yo, you think those were gliders, Hot Black? Is that what you said?
No, I don't. I mean,
No, the
I
brothers.
thought the kids, they might be gliders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
from the
brothers.
voice, or one of them might be anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nutty.
Oh, is that John Galt?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
What up?
What's happening?
What's up?
Oh, one day at a time. What's up, Op?
I'm hanging, man.
Op, man, I saw you talking about the buses, people not paying the buses in DC, man.
Right.
You already know.
You know, I get on at Congress Heights, man. They have to leave the gates open.
God.
You hear me? They had to leave the gates open, man.
You talking about the train or the bus?
The train. Shit.
Yeah, the train.
Like, you know, they had that gate that's like magnetized. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I never seen that new one. I haven't been on there.
No, this ain't the new one. It's always been there. They had like a
Oh, you talking about that little gate, that little brown gate next to the little.
Right,
the
yeah.
little-
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've been doing that. Yeah.
Unmagnetized, because they know niggas gonna raise hell if it's
Yeah.
magnetized. You know what I'm saying?
Plus all the kids walk through that joint, the emergency jump. Yeah, all the kids, they just walk through that.
Yeah, it's the emergency way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Emergency jump,
yeah, all the hood stations they have to leave them wide open, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and tell somebody who's in a little booth, who probably, you know, a working person, to risk getting into an argument with some fool that will fight you and then possibly be like, all right, bitch ass nigga, I know where you work. See, you gotta be here. I'm gonna come back and get you, bitch ass. Like, who wants all that for a fare that the motherfucker ain't gonna pay anyway? The motherfucker, if you stop him for the fare, he ain't paying the shit anyway.
Right.
And you might die.
You could die, you could get stabbed, you could get shot, you could have to look over your shoulder for this motherfucker all the time and shit. Because the nigga ain't gonna forget the shit. The nigga gonna still keep. The nigga ain't gonna forget the shit for 50 years. You see the nigga gonna be still mad about the shit.
Right.
So yeah, man, I don't blame them people for not getting into that. That would be my advice to them. Hey man, no.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they tell them in them hood stations. Just leave the shit open. But the people that don't want to pay, just leave them open. Because they may raise so much hell otherwise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, niggas will die. Listen, if you took the whole country, you could fill up a penitentiary full of all of the niggas that's in jail for shit like that.
Right. And then don't let the Metro Police have to.
Oh shit! This is a crazy story here too. This top left one.
This one.
DTE.
Just some Umbritos.
We're checking for gas leaks.
Oh, this is George Floyd. This is the George Floyd.
Shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
DTE. We're checking for gas leaks.
Video from a Ring doorbell camera just released of those two men accused of a deadly home invasion in Rochester Hills. Investigators say the duo posed as DTE workers Thursday night to gain access to the home.
DJ Khaled.
Right now, there's a manhunt for these two.
Facts.
Now, the homeowners denied them last night, but the suspects were able to coax their way inside today.
Right now, Oakland County Sheriff's deputies are searching for the suspects accused of killing a 72-year-old man and terrorizing his wife. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek with why it's believed the couple was targeted.
Shocking and brazen. Two suspects accused of murdering a 72-year-old man in his own Rochester Hills home, tying up his wife, and they got in by posing as a DTE crew. Sheriff Mike Bouchard says what they did to this man is unbelievable.
We're not sure exactly the cause, quite frankly, because there was so much blood. We're not sure whether it was any kind of gunshot or a blunt force trauma or what caused his injuries at this point.
A 72-year-old man murdered in the basement of his home on Newcastle Drive in Rochester Hills. His wife tied up with duct tape upstairs. The two suspects on the run. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says they got inside by posing as DTE workers with a fake placard on their truck.
They said there was a gas leak. They were allowed in. He went with them downstairs to check if and where the gas leak may be, the alleged gas leak. And then she didn't see him again.
Sheriff Bouchard says after the victim was murdered, the two suspects searched the home for about 20 minutes. Police do not yet know what may have been taken or what the suspects were after. We do know the victim owns a jewelry business in Wayne County.
Lots of times when people are small business owners, they become a target for assets or cash that sometimes they may bring home. We've seen that in some of the high-end burglaries. So that's a possibility that we're looking into as well.
Sheriff Bouchard also asking anybody in the area, if you have any type of surveillance footage, please send it to Oakland County Sheriff's Department. He says that this crew was out here posing as this DTE crew around 10 p.m. on Thursday night.
What's that?
I said you got NGTOW in the back.
This is some crazy shit. The migrants are gonna be doing shit like that too.
Yeah, man, you can't even fucking open your door for nothing these days.
Yo,
Damn.
yo, it's fucking cracking, yo.
What's happening?
What's up, NGTOW? You've been active today, bro.
Yeah, bro. Look, I had time today, bro.
Like shit.
What you was on Chaotic Show?
Yeah, I was on Chaotic. Yeah, that's true.
Brother, Grid One.
Oh yeah, Grid. Yeah, I was trying to remember it's Grid. Yep.
Who's Grid One? Who was that?
I don't know. He just popped in. I didn't really
Some
hear.
glider on Chaotic Show, right?
Yeah, Glider.
Who has his own show?
Yeah.
We was on his stream, man. It was so pleasant, man. Just gliders talking, just conversation. It was all calm and shit. There was like people weren't harassing each other verbally and fucking cussing each other out. The shit was beautiful.
Talking about being
think a lot of
ancestors
people
to
look up
everybody
to
around the
Grid.
world.
I think a lot of people respect Grid. I think he donates a lot of money or something. I've heard talk about. I've been on the show once, to be honest with you. If my memory serves me correctly, but I've heard people talk about him like he's in the YouTube community. He's I don't know, I don't know. I don't hate to say influential, but for lack of a better word.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, he got a dope little joint, and we here now.
Yeah, Chaotic had a little. He had a little Melungeon on his stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was on some bullshit, but
she was tough though. He let her go in. She was tough.
I rock with Chaotic because he tries to let, especially the woman, he tries to let them get their shit off.
Yeah.
Don't let the panel jump them and shit.
Yeah, he do.
Salute to David DeHart, man. He said homeowners insurance don't cover floods. Most people can't afford flood insurance. It's very expensive. They flucked $750.
Yeah, yo. That's crazy, man. Yo, yeah, man. I feel for them down in Florida. They just got hit with Milton, the other joint. North Carolina, a lot of people lost their homes and stuff like that. So, man, thoughts and prayers. Nobody even talking about North Carolina like that. Do y'all have any family there?
What, North
In
Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. My uncle on my mom's side, one of my uncles, he lives in, I think it's not Charlotte, Fayetteville, like where
Oh,
J. Cole from.
yeah.
He live on there.
That's on the east. I think that's East North Carolina, right? Yeah.
Did they get hit with it or?
Not so much the East. The West got demolished.
Okay, it was the West. All right, damn. I feel like shit. Cause damn, I ain't hit a buffer. If there's okay. I don't talk to him like that, but damn, I feel like some shit there.
Yeah, I don't think they got hit on that side as
He was
hard.
kind, funny, loving. And she was always there for her family.
26-year-old Cynthia Platt killed Wednesday night while working as an armed security guard.
We were told that she was shot and killed while sitting in the work vehicle in her job parking lot.
She was on patrol in an industrial park off of Monroe Boulevard in Taylor. Initially, authorities were notified of a suicide.
It was a 911 call from a gentleman that identified himself as knowing her.
That gentleman, Platt's boyfriend, was not there when police arrived. The victim's car and her gun were also missing. Police determined it was a homicide, not a suicide.
Eventually, we tracked his whereabouts down
Some domestic shit.
in Hamtramck, and he's currently at the police station while we complete this investigation.
Arrested but not yet formally charged, Platt's family in a state of shock and disbelief.
I actually talked to her a few days ago. We were talking because she was telling me about enrolling back in school.
Looking back, her cousin wonders if they could have done more.
It has been a lot of times where she's been in situations where she's been uncomfortable and expressed concern for her safety. As many of our family members have, we've tried to help her. We've tried to remove her from the situation.
Sounds like
But,
possible shark here.
you can only do so much.
Loved ones are raising money to pay for Cynthia Platt's funeral. We will be putting a link to the GoFundMe page on our website, fox2detroit.com.
She was a great person.
In Taylor, Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
We've tried many times to remove her from the situation.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Or DTE. We're checking for gas leaks.
The last one.
Yeah.
That's the last one. Wow. Yikes.
It was kind.
DTE.
Yikes. That's frightening though, man. Imagine your wife home, she don't know no better. She just opened the fucking door.
That's what I'm saying.
In juvenile robbery.
It worked for George.
Floyd, yeah. Floyd was the Robinson Jackers. That was the clique, the Robinson Jackers. They was notorious, man. Floyd was a big time robbery crew, part of a big time robbery crew down there.
In juvenile robbery in Southeast Baltimore, police say a group of teens robbed the Royal Farms on Holabird Avenue yesterday morning. 3 14-year-olds were arrested and placed on electronic monitoring. Later that day, police say those same teens went back to the Royal Farms and tried to rob it again. City police responded and say one of the teens spat in an officer's face. Now that's raising questions about whether ankle monitors are enough to keep juveniles from becoming repeat offenders.
Rules don't really apply to bad people. So I mean, if your intent's bad, nothing anybody
Well, you
can
almost
slap
sounded
on
like
you
you
while
said
you're still
rules
walking
don't apply
around
to
is gonna
black
stop
people.
you.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson. Our team of reporters is covering the ongoing juvenile crime crisis and the growing concerns over whether DJS is doing enough to stop it. We begin with Fox 45's Keith Daniels. He has more on the juveniles
Lord, we're
accused of
losing
trying
Hawk
to
again.
rob a store twice. Keith?
Well, Kai
I
is
ain't
an
got
alleged
control
crime
this time.
that has at least
Oh,
one
shit.
law enforcement expert scratching her head. And tonight, a closer look at those crimes while the suspects were wearing electronic monitoring bracelets.
Dudes out here committing crime with their ankle monitors on. Jeez.
And they're what, like 14?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
14.
So you know it's crazy. I was in Royal Farms, like I think it was last night. It was like 3 niggas trying to steal from that shit. And it was this off-duty glider cop. He confronted them. That shit was crazy.
Talking about the place that they're talking about here.
No, not this. No.
Oh,
This is Baltimore.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'll knock one of you guys the fuck out. And I was like, God damn, this nigga bold as hell. It was like 3 of these niggas. And they had this little glider chick with him. And that's when, you know, they left. And he was like, he straight called the cops. I was like, all right, yeah.
man,
That was a good move.
Future homicide victim.
Yeah. I was so happy he didn't go outside to confront him.
Right.
I was like, nigga, I don't know what the hell is going to happen to you.
There's a video of juveniles. You see that one? With the kid with the red backpack on the right.
Taking criminals out of our kids. You know what I'm saying? And they're growing up now young thinking that they can get away with the little things. But when you threaten a lady with a baby.
Yeah, see, little things back in my day were like stealing a toy from somebody else or something like that.
Right.
Well, Kai, some say the kids were too small to really do anything, but others say size really doesn't matter.
It's the video sparking debate on social media since Fox 45 reported on it earlier this week.
They're so little.
Captured on camera, 2 very small juveniles following a Canton mother into a restaurant after she says they threw a bottle at her and threatened to harm her 11-month-old daughter. Fox 45 showed the video to this father.
You know, I've got 2 little ones. I would say my wife would be scared.
And asked if the size of the juveniles matters based on the claims of the physical assault and a verbal threat.
It just depends on the situation.
Size does not matter. If you do a
So
crime, that's it.
Scott's
Not
been there.
everyone, like Larry Pender, agrees.
They say they're gonna snap the kid's neck. If that was my wife or my daughter or my mother or whoever, I would smack out of them because it's not fair.
Pender says he's lived in Baltimore his entire life and has never seen the problem of juvenile crime as out of control as he says it is now.
I've been living here 70 years and I ain't thought about moving up until this would happen.
Damn.
Pender says
How do you-
crime laws are setting up juvenile.
This was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Criminals
They
out
were
of
in
these
there
young
trying
kids
to
because they feel that they
spin
got
on
the
an 11-year-old
now.
or
I'm
11-month-old.
gonna get out the hour.
It has a message for 2 very powerful parents.
I'm putting it on their doorstep, the governor and the mayor. If that was your daughter or your kid got hurt, what in the hell would you do?
Is it a white?
Meanwhile,
white
BPD
kid
says
and
they
mom?
did respond to that
Yeah,
restaurant
I think
and
so.
take a report for an
Yeah.
assault against that mother, but they say the 2 young juveniles were gone when they got there. So far, no arrests have been made. In
White
Canton,
women have so
Vincent
much
Hill,
privilege
Fox
in
45.
society that they can go out and get assaulted
I'm Kai
by
Jackson.
black
Thank you for
11-year-olds
watching.
and
Here's
shit.
another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.
Baltimore is a hellhole, it sounds like.
Oh man, is it? Yo,
That's
that's why I could never watch The Wire because I used to live in Baltimore and like people used to ask me all the time, "Yo, you watch The Wire?" I'm like, "Nah, that shit is."
First at 6 tonight from your news leader, a Memphis man charged with a horrible crime. Police have charged Marshawn
that
DeMarcus
OG was like, man,
in
I
raping a
slapped
woman.
fire on one of them little niggas.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. Thank you for joining us, and we'll start with a warning. The details of the alleged crimes are disturbing. WRG's Mike Sirianni has been working on this story and has this report.
I just see him out washing cars, and I see him talking bad to women sometimes, but that don't be my business.
This man who didn't want to give his name says he knows Marshawn DeMarcus Fox, the man charged with aggravated rape and especially aggravated kidnapping.
That's a threatening
He says
looking
Fox
Negro right
lives
there.
in this shed in the 4100 block of Jackson. He says he's learned to steer clear of Fox.
He done came at me one time like he gonna do something to me, so I just stopped messing with him.
This shed is where Fox allegedly held a woman against her will for 3 days.
According to Memphis police, the victim says she was walking along the 3700 block of Jackson October 4th when a vehicle driven by someone she knew pulled up. A passenger in that car got out, put a gun to her head, and forced her into the vehicle.
That's
The
insane.
victim told police she was dropped off here, and a man dragged her into the shed and reportedly forced her to perform sex acts. She says he attempted to rape her. He beat her with his fists and burned her with a blowtorch. This man says Fox was known to have women in his shed.
He had women back there more than one time, though. I done seen him before. I stay right up the street.
The victim was able to escape after 3 days, and while police were transporting her to the rape crisis center, she saw Fox ID'd him as her attacker. This man hopes Fox pays for what he's accused of.
Well, if he did wrong, he got to accept it.
For your news leader, I'm Mike Sirianni, WREG News Channel 3.
Martian DeMarcus Fox is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow.
You gotta accept it.
He said one Memphis security company says it will not be fazed by acts of violence. This comes after we reported earlier this week more than 100 shots being fired at security guards. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. 3 men have since been charged. WREG's Brian Didlake joins us now live after speaking with that security company. And Brian, we hear that it's already beefing up its security.
That's correct, Greg. Stephanie, we talked with Alco management, who tells me that they've increased patrols and improved their security measures since this incident. We spoke to one senior executive who tells me despite these acts of violence, they'll continue to protect the people they serve.
How y'all doing? I get your IDs on y'all.
Operations back to normal at Chickasaw Place. Members of Alco's security team checking IDs.
Pull down for me.
According to a police report, more than 105 shell casings were recovered after a shooting Tuesday night. 2 security guards told police the shots came from a gold Buick before it ran off. Since then, the suspects, Matthew White, Johnny Rios, and Thomas Mayo, face multiple charges, incling aggravated assault.
All of our security guards are safe. One officer was grazed, but they have already returned to work, and they are at this point in good health.
One of Alco management's leaders not showing her face due to the nature of their work. Do we know how this all started, or was this a random act of violence?
At this point, it appears to have been a random act of violence. We are actively cooperating with our local law enforcement to reduce crime, particularly at high crime volume properties we serve.
Alco management says their goal is reducing crime and making sure families are safe. The security manager says the company now serves multiple properties, including Whitehaven's New Horizon Gardens. But back at the apartments on Red Oak Drive,
you gotta have security guards for nigga apartment complexes.
15 arrests related to narcotics, outstanding warrants, and stolen firearms, helping to bring more stability to the community.
Yeah. Yo, I couldn't be a glider living around all these niggas, dog. You are a target.
Alco management also says it's still working with Memphis police to prevent crimes like the one we saw 2 days ago. As far as the 3 suspects, they have since made bond and are expected in court tomorrow. We're live in downtown Memphis tonight. Brian Didlake for your news leader.
Fire 5 rounds at the park, you bond out. No big deal.
Tonight, a new effort in the fight to slow down what's been called a revolving door for Memphis criminals in the court system.
I ain't know she was sick, bro.
Mulroy unveiled a new bond setting process to ensure public safety while maintaining fairness. Tonight, WRG's Alex Coleman has reaction to the plan.
As Memphis continues to battle crime and attempt to keep violent offenders off the streets, the Shelby County District Attorney's Office announcing this week it joined forces with the Memphis Police Department and judicial commissioners to unveil a new form for bond setting. Throughout the year, bond amounts have been a frequent topic for DA Steve Mulroy.
We're making an extra effort to make sure that bond amounts adequately reflect public safety.
This updated process, using what's called law enforcement notes, is designed to help judicial commissioners make more informed decisions when setting bail. It'll feature things such as evidence of flight, evidence of evasion, and evidence of violence. In a statement, Mulroy said, quote, "This isn't about fixing blame. It's about getting decision makers the best information available to ensure public safety while maintaining fairness and accountability within the judicial system," end quote. Charlie Caswell is a Shelby County commissioner.
The crime issue is only getting worse, and we got to do something different if we want different results.
The county commission appoints members of the Judicial Commission.
We just had a public safety ad hoc meeting about a week ago, and some of the Judicial Commission was saying that they needed more information if they were able to, do a better job in processing these individuals through.
Caswell says state lawmakers must also do their part.
Some of this got to do with the state level. the laws that have to be passed at the state level that hold greater accountability.
WREG reached out to State Senator Brent
has
Taylor
just
of Memphis.
struggles with
Taylor says,
some,
quote, I'm all for getting judges and judicial commissioners as much information as needed to determine whether releasing a criminal will negatively impact public safety. The legislature passed my law requiring safety of the community to be the first consideration when setting bail, end quote. All of this as the debate over public safety continues. Reporting for your news leader in Memphis, Alex Coleman, WREG TV, News Channel 3.
How many resources go towards containing this threat?
New at 10 and only on Tuesday night, a former Houston mail carrier accused of stealing millions of dollars
He looked
in
like he
checks
steal mail.
that should have been delivered to your mailboxes. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on KPRC 2 News at 10. I'm Daniela Guzman. My co-anchor Keith Garvin is off tonight. Well, that mailman delivered to an area where 125,000 Houstonians call home. And tonight, he is one of 5 people indicted. KPRC 2's Bryce Newberry joining us now live to explain how this scheme worked.
Yeah, Daniela, this is really the last person that you'd expect to be stealing your mail. And the way that all of this happened is a little bit unbelievable.
The last
Workers who
person?
steal
Yeah.
and sell checks are common enough to have a street name.
I
They're known
wouldn't
as
let that-
postal plugs. That's according to a
Yeah,
law
handling
enforcement
my mail.
source who tonight tells me these checks are in high demand right now. This group is accused of using an encrypted messaging app and an underground lingo to try and pull all of this off. This post office on Houston's northeast
Yo,
side.
some man put
now
half
at the
as much
center of a
effort into civilization as he
multi-million-dollar
did
theft
into
ring.
crime.
It started with USPS credit cards
pay
being
off.
swiped for fuel, seen here filling up non-USPS vehicles at odd hours. Then
I agree.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in checks that should have been delivered along the Roy Royal Post Office's mail routes spanning these 5 zip codes began disappearing.
It's like every route that he touched, people was complaining. They was getting complaints about mail was coming up missing.
That's a
Damn, that
postal
nigga was
employee
stealing
who used to
everything.
work at Roy Royal, who asked to remain anonymous, fearing retaliation.
It made me angry at that time. It is thieves coercion of law as opposed to service. I'm pretty sure he's not the only one.
Investigators from
Yeah,
the
me too, I'm
USPS
pretty
Inspector
sure.
General's
Yeah.
office opened a
That's
criminal
I'm almost
investigation
certain.
in 2022.
You might
And when
open it
Houston
eventually.
police served the search warrant at this house last November because
You know
they
he's
had
telling
been
his
using
homie.
a
The reason
stolen
why, because you know
identity,
he's telling
they
his
started
homies,
uncovering more.
and his
of the
homies
mail
probably
theft
like,
and
oh
check
shit,
fraud
all right,
scheme.
bet I'm about to do that
Person
shit
inside
too.
his residence is a mail carrier. Officers immediately began to notice a
Start an
lot of
investigation
mail
into all
that was
tarantula
not
heads
addressed
first
to the
off.
legal residence.
Through search warrants for homes, cell phones, and Instagram, combined with timesheets and attendance records, what happened to all those checks, mostly belonging to small businesses, became clearer.
And in the case of every check that was stolen, that was found either in his vehicle or through images in his phone, they were able to pair up a route that he had worked on or about the exact day the check went missing.
Records show the checks included monthly Social Security and disability payments, as well as federal tax refunds. A Harris County grand jury just indicted 26-year-old Cameron Goodwin, a Roy Royal postal carrier of 2 years, for engaging in organized crime and theft. He's now accused of running a vast criminal network,
Man,
stealing
bang,
well
and this,
over $1
you know,
million
this is not
in
just a
checks
son crime,
straight
I
from
don't
the
think.
mail between August and November of last year, then brokering them to bidders for a flat fee. Alleged bidders like Keyshawn Jones and
Oh, hell
Sylvester
no.
This
Brown.
one might
Brown
be, though.
seen here handling the checks while wearing a glove allegedly to conceal his fingerprints. After posing with stacks of cash,
Jesus
investigators believe
Christ.
he
Of
got
course.
theft and
Of
fraud.
course.
They
The
can't help
transactions
themselves.
usually got
They
discussed over
can't.
Telegram, prosecutors say, a hard-to-track encrypted messaging app.
They don't
You know, what
cooperate
always gets
in
me is
most
when they take the
conventional ways.
stack and they
According
put it
to
in
a
their
law
mouth
enforcement
and like
source,
between
the
their teeth and
accused
shit.
used code words,
Jesus
referring to
Christ.
checks
Oh
as
my God.
slips, calling those from the U.S. Treasury stimmies, and
Stimmies.
altered slips are known to be cooked.
How prevalent is this kind of thing in the postal system?
There are certainly more postal employees that are doing this. I couldn't comment on how many, but I will tell you, if you're doing it, your case is probably being worked already, and you may think you're getting away with it. You're not.
Investigators tracked some stolen money to bank accounts in Louisiana they say belonged to Keyshawn Jones's girlfriend and her mother, both now also indicted for theft.
His mom was in on it too.
Yeah, you got his mom and pop.
For honest and hardworking postal employees, it's a scheme that stings.
But not everybody is bad at the postal service.
He made scamming the family business.
Yeah, bro. People have to understand this shit is not like a one-off, man.
Yeah.
These niggas come from a lineage of career criminals, man.
Tonight, none of the 5 people now indicted have been arrested on these new charges. The Postal Service and federal law enforcement have not answered any of our questions about how these types of issues are being handled or how Houston compares to other areas when it comes to internal mail theft. But we do have a couple of tips on how to protect your checks in the mail with this story right now at click2houston.com. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
All right.
Oh, shit.
New attended only on 2 tonight. A warning for those who use sites like Facebook to find their next rental home. Houston police make a major crime ring bust involving real estate fraud. I want to thank you for joining us at 10 o'clock. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. The group allegedly rented the properties using a stolen identity and then leased them out. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry live in Katy tonight in that area with a story you'll see only on 2. Bryce?
Yeah, Daniela and Keith, many of these fraudulently leased properties are here in the Katy area. The identity theft victim told me over the phone tonight she had no idea her name and information was being used to lease 13 homes for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Tonight, 4 people have been charged in this scheme, but none of them are strangers to the law. This video went viral in 2022, a road rage shooting caught on camera off Houston's North Freeway. The couple seen made national headlines. A grand jury no-billed Benjamin Green, while Nasili Green.
That's one tough-looking white boy, man.
No lie. I think Wiggins in the back.
And pled guilty to misdemeanor disorderly conduct. Just months after resolving that case, the couple is accused in a months-long real estate fraud scheme involving Teresa Zuluaga
Look at
and
the
led
difference
by
in the
Harold
nostrils.
That nigga can smell everything the Rock is cooking.
He's decreasing the oxygen content in the room.
We had to we had to interject ourselves into this bullshit.
Yeah, you know, niggas gotta get a piece of everything criminal, man.
Jesus Christ.
Freudian nostrils.
Salute to David DeHart. He said homeowners insurance don't cover floods. Most people for flood insurance. Oh yeah, you said that. Let me see.
Definitely. My fault.
Wrinkles. Don Wrinkle says, since the rise of the machines, I've never seen a Democrat-run state turn red. Only red ones slowly turning purple and then eventually blue. Computerized ballot counting is not democracy. Yeah, man. Salute. That's all facts, man.
Zuluaga and led by Harold Doyle.
Yeah,
he's a realtor with a revoked license, according to court records.
Yeah, probably.
Who operated out of this office off the North Beltway. It's where the identity theft victim says Doyle did her taxes and where records show Houston police arrested him with a fake ID in her name and numerous fraudulent real estate applications. These are just a few of the properties they're accused of leasing in her name. In at least one case, they then listed the property on Facebook Marketplace and leased it to someone else.
We don't use Marketplace Facebook to put them on. We don't use Craigslist.
Licensed real estate agent Troy Cothran isn't connected to the case, but warns Houston is a hot market for rental scams. At least one tenant told police the accused fraudsters collected his deposit via Zelle.
We're not supposed to accept monies going into our account, even for a few moments. When we do that, we have a license violation.
Investigators found 62 properties being discussed in the Ring's group chat titled Oficina, records show. In a car they used, a clipboard full of dozens of other real estate leads. From this violent and visible act, the Greens are now accused of acts behind the scenes involving the fraudulent paperwork.
Damn, they blew their
Zuluaga
cover.
told police she'd get 40% of each transaction on properties she'd get the keys for. The rest got split between the guys, all led by Doyle.
It's time for people to realize that they can be the victim. And what they need to do is they need to stay off of sites that are not really proven to be accurate.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to rent a home from Facebook,
And tonight, the Texas Real Estate Commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just Zell me the rent money every month, bro.
Yeah, this is not. But I mean, people, they take advantage of people's desperation, and plus,
yeah,
people, you only need one person. Like you don't, you know what I'm saying? You probably need like one person every week or so to
they had
fight.
18. It said.
Yo, I'm actually, funny story. I'm about to put something up on the Facebook Marketplace. I've never done it, right? But listen, I don't discriminate. Me and my pistol do not discriminate, Chief.
You should though. You should probably discriminate against some people on Facebook Marketplace.
Well, did you hear what I said? Huh?
Yeah, pistol, I did. But
my 9mm they don't care.
Yeah, but do you have it like in your hand when you're doing the transaction? Because they get the drop.
Right, step out of the car.
Yeah. Well, look, she put it this way, man.
Taking a mousy approach.
You said what?
Taking a mousy approach.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna go. If it's the sun, man, I'm gonna just go like in a full body armor. You know.
Yeah.
Draw on it before you get out of the car.
You can only see.
So, I'm not eager to get Mexican standoffs with random sun man.
Yeah. Facts. Let's see.
Hopefully trying to sell a book or something, or like.
First, though, some local news. 2 suspects connected.
Yeah, man. Fact.
I'm actually selling, Chief. Like not to go into too much detail, but it's some that has to do with like manual labor. So I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a brother anyway. You know.
First, though, some local news. 2 suspects connected to the deadly stabbing of an off-duty postal worker appeared in court today for the first time. The victim had been in a coma for a couple of weeks and then died, meaning murder charges are now in play. Fox 12's Carly Olson joins us live from the Clackamas County Courthouse with more. Carly?
Well, Pete, the alleged stabbing attack took place at an apartment complex in Clackamas on September 21st, and 43-year-old Tristan Thomas died of his injuries on October 3rd. Today, Chad Westover entered a not guilty plea on charges of second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and tampering with physical evidence. And another person who was allegedly involved in the crime appeared before the judge as well.
The co-defendant, Mr. Westover, said to this defendant, if you guys put your phones away, I'll go handle this.
On Wednesday, Clackamas County Deputy District Attorney Tori McConnell read out some of the events from the night of September 21st.
This defendant yelled, "Go handle it, Chad." Chad Westover, the co-defendant, then went over to confront the victim and ultimately ended up stabbing him 8 times.
According to court documents, late that night, 43-year-old Tristan Thomas called police to report that his neighbor was confronting him, along with a group of others, including 48-year-old Samantha Christensen and the defendant, 52-year-old Chad Westover. They'd accused Thomas of stalking the neighbor's teenage daughter, and a fight ensued. Court documents recounted audio from a neighbor's cell phone video, which included Christensen's involvement.
The victim continued to yell and scream for help and yell that he had been was being stabbed. At one point, 911 called back, and this individual answered the victim's phone and told 911 that everything was all right and that no help was needed.
Thomas suffered multiple stab wounds from a large knife, and he was in the hospital in a coma until his passing on October 3rd. Christensen now faces several charges, including first-degree assault.
White boy answered the phone when 911 called back. Everything cool, man. Damn.
We're all fine here. How are you?
Savage life. He gonna smoke his boots, man. He's done, man. That white guy, it ain't a white dude in the world that done did some shit like this and ain't got away with it.
Coma until his passing on October 3rd. Christensen now faces several charges, including first-degree assault. We spoke with Thomas's cousin, who tells us many people have been reaching out to tell him their memories of his beloved family member.
I'm just confused at how it escalated from what it was. I mean, essentially, it was a molehill that got turned into a giant mountain. Hopefully, justice will run its course and hopefully give us some sort of closure to the situation.
Westover is currently being held without bail at the Clackamas County Jail, but his lawyer requested a bail hearing on.
Man, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat, guys. Come on, man. Let's see if we can get some people.
Yeah, ain't it Friday?
$5 challenge.
Yeah,
It's Friday, man. It's a Friday, man. Take the $5 challenge on a Friday, man.
Yeah, yo, is that Osa on the panel?
Yo, what's up, Wicked?
Yo, what up, Osa? Hey, Osa, real quick, bro. Hey, do you still got that sweater? Let me borrow it.
Yo, I do, bro.
Remember?
Yo, you can have it. I can't even wear it no more.
You know, I can't even pull it off.
Osa,
I'm not even gonna lie.
crazy. That's
We
crazy.
we should auction it off.
So, salute to Savage, man. Shout out to Savage Red, man. Savage in the building.
Savage.
Savage in the building, man. Salute to my man, Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Shout out to you, man. Wow. Let's see what else is going on.
Apparently, there was a gang of sons looting a train in Chicago today.
I think that was later. Did you see that on was that on Twitter, right?
Yeah. Yo, Chief, funny shit about that. The footage came out, and then like 30 minutes later, an hour later, you see like random like I know on the marketplace, some man selling TVs, pictures of some man walking with the TVs like around the hood.
Hold on. That happened. That really happened today?
Yeah, today.
Looked like it.
Yeah, it was today. They said
Let
it was like
me go to Twitter.
They said it was like the police scanners said it was like about 100 some people. You know?
Because I remember it happened a few years ago, and I thought that was just somebody was reposting.
No, it happened today, and it's a hell of a fucking video.
Yeah, I gotta see
But
that,
I'm
man.
telling you, there was like pictures after of like, you know, like Craig, like Unks walking around with TV. Like he got the TV for sale, cheap.
Savage in the back.
Salute to Savage, man.
And I need a TV, Chief. Man, where they at when you need them, right?
He said he needed TV.
Much love, Lock.
What's happening, man?
Oh, not too much. Just came from a Twitter space with the FBA battle.
Oh, you was arguing with some FBAs?
Oh man.
Oh, of course.
The FBA will lie.
Jesus Christ.
Savage.
Osa, are you a tether or FBA, Osa? Like, what do they consider you?
He definitely a tether.
Yeah, I'm not an FBA, man. I don't got no stake in reparations.
Hey, hold on. What is a Facebook? What is a Twitter?
Twitter space.
What are those? Is it like, what is it?
You can do like a voice chat on Twitter. So it's like a bunch of people can join and talk, but there's no visuals on Twitter.
How do you determine? So you don't even have an avatar or nothing like that up?
You have an avatar, but you don't have a webcam. So it's think of like Clubhouse, but on Twitter.
Okay, so now how do people like? So you can just go to on X and you can just go to Spaces or something like that, and just decide what space you want to go into.
Yeah, so I don't know how that works specifically, but Chaotic Truth did a space, and he sent me the invite, so I joined the invite. I don't know how it goes to setting up or searching.
So is it like can you like stream on YouTube and simultaneously stream in the Twitter space?
I think you can. I'm not a YouTube content creator like that. I think I've seen CT like dual stream it, but I wouldn't be honest if I told you that I knew.
I wonder how much they sell them TVs for. Probably for the low.
Yo,
$100 a piece.
In what's your face? In Walmart, them TVs ain't worth but $200 for like a 60-inch screen now, man.
Yeah, they cheap nowadays because they're like the Amazon TVs or whatever, right?
Yeah, whatever the TV is half.
I think these were Samsungs though. They from the picture I saw of the Unk, it looked like a good TV.
Damn, they running down on these niggas. They got the truck load. They got the truck to load up too. God damn.
Working together, a feral colony of.
Right, they're
Good.
working together. Chief, who said some people can't work together?
Yeah,
It's the most.
This the most cooperation.
Yeah,
They can carry many times their own weight in TVs.
You ever
Man,
drop
I'm
some candy or something, or tobacco or chip or something, and some ants just go get the chip and they start taking
Right. God, dude.
This neighborhood, Ike, dangerous. The step.
I'm just glad that 1.5 sons live by me. I'm really glad about that.
Wait, Wiki, you said this was today?
Yep.
Yeah. They said it came out today on the police scanners and it's out west. They said it was out west, dangerous, Chief. I'm talking about. Let me look at specifically where at, Chief. But anywhere west is dangerous. But let me get back to you on that real quick.
I thought the south side was the worst. Well,
It's pretty bad.
Well, they're both part of the stand, so whatever. Pick your poison, right?
But the only reason I said that because you ever heard of Vonov 1700? Yeah, like Vonov 1700. He says like people say like the West looks like it's real like nice looking and shit, so it's not as like hard as
the
like I
West?
think that like the West side.
No.
Or
Look, let me put it to you at least from a burrito from what I've seen, right? The West side, some people are like out, like they're outside in the South side, but on the West side, it's like double that. It's like everybody's outside, Chief, right? Like if like you'll be tripping over unks if you're walking down the street down Polk.
Wow.
You're tripping over these motherfuckers, right? The South side too. Don't get me wrong.
But the south side looks like Liberia.
Well, the south side is way more shootings happen on the south side.
Yo,
Is that true?
Nah, hell no. I think they both. It's again, pick a poison, man. You can flip a coin. I look at the video that I put in the back chat. I haven't seen it, but it looks hilarious. It's about the TVs. So, some people are something else, man.
I mean,
Platinum Pig, man. Platinum Pig says good news. It's Friday. Well, actually, it's Saturday. Salute to Platinum Pig, man. Op Nation Hall of Fame coming through once again.
man, these niggas look peaceful and tranquil.
Man, it's a
Organized.
dangerous neighborhood, man. It's a dangerous
Yeah,
neighborhood.
the Sun Tribe uses every part of the TV.
God damn.
Yo, but those some men that are putting these TVs on sale online, like they gotta be retarded, right?
Yeah. Like use.
Well, here's the thing. They probably don't care. So it's like with them, like going to jail or something like that. They don't have the same orientation with that. The normal person. Most of us like look at like, oh man, I can't do that. I'm going to jail. These people, they don't give a fuck.
I can tell.
They got a different. Yeah, that's why I say you can't compete with these people.
Yeah, I remember that. Yo, but there was one funny marketplace one where they had the TV stacked in the backyard, and there was a lot of TVs in that backyard. Take a picture of it.
Yeah, put that.
Everybody got TV. Good question.
Pretty sure these are FBAs.
This is why when I sold drugs, we didn't do anything over $50 to black guys.
Yeah. Yo, my money's on FBAs, and it's not even a fucking doubt.
I bet if Tariq sees this, he'll say they're all tethered.
Yeah, he'll say those are Somalians and shit.
Yes.
Tethers.
Those are Nigerian shit like that.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Chandrika, them, they're all tethers.
Look at this shit right
Damn.
here, man.
God damn.
Look at this right here. Like,
Imagine having this shit in like your backyard. This is crazy,
man.
dog.
Like,
God
like I'm
damn.
not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with you right now, Chief. For some reason, even I feel embarrassed. You feel me?
Yeah, I hope it just rain. You know how like a flash rain, like where there ain't no drizzling, but this torrential downpour immediately. I wish it was one of them Jones came through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I could already hear a sister talking about, but what do y'all care? That's big money, yada yada yada. You know what I'm talking about?
They got
Like,
insurance.
Yep.
They got insurance.
Yo, you know how many times I heard?
I'm ashamed of being American.
Yo, I heard niggas say they got insurance like 1 million times in the pandemic, dog. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, this is rough though, man. Like that's a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Say each one of these stacks is 10 TVs. Let's just say.
Yeah.
10,
I wonder why
20,
they stopped
30,
it.
40, 50, and these are what about 5? So
Yeah.
55, 60, 65, 66. These it might be, and this is all we can see. It might be 70 TVs in the back of this yard.
Yeah. And never mind what a sister would say, right? Keep in mind what our son mayor said about shit like this.
Yeah. 50.
If they off them 200 a pop, 70, that's like what?
$200 a piece is too high.
40.
Yeah, these are not worth it because you go to Walmart.
$50.
That shit cheaper than that. Yeah.
You know what?
Lick it was 20 years to what? No.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago, this would have been a hell of a lick.
Man, this would look good in my man cave. TVs all over like a bar.
I'm telling you, sliver shit going on.
And you see all them niggas, like, that show like a whole neighborhood out there, motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
niggas congregate whenever shit like that happen, and like niggas just appear out of thin air and shit like magic.
Out of the sewers. The real news is that nobody got, as far as we know, nobody got smoked in the
Right.
you know.
These people should be commended. They shouldn't even be charged because of that, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Give it a couple days, there'll be bodies to show up.
It was a peaceful gathering.
Mostly peaceful looting. Yeah.
I guarantee it. Give it a week. One of those guys that stole those TVs is going to get killed.
Well, no, but we're talking about like during the
Day of,
looting.
yeah.
Well, it's free stuff, so they're not going to shoot anybody because they're going to get some.
You underestimate the brothers, Savage.
Sir, I don't underestimate brothers. I spent a lot of time
Let me
rephrase
that.
Regardless of the financial considerations, one of them might step on the other's shoe or some shit, you know?
Right.
Let me rephrase that, Savage. Your statement underestimates the brothers.
No, sir.
That's accurate, maybe.
As long as there's stuff to get, black people will get along. Once it starts to become a limited, then there's a chance.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see.
That's what's up, Savage. You're better than the rest of us.
Right. Hey, he'll figure it out, Wilson. You already know.
No, that's that's good.
I was affiliated with the Bloods, so I've seen the best of it and the worst of it.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Look at this one, man. This they got his goddamn license plate on film.
Stolen car.
God damn, man.
It's probably not
sticker on the window.
It's his girl's joke.
Yeah.
It's probably definitely.
Yeah, she about to get hemmed up. Grandma about to get hemmed
But
up.
here's the thing, though. Think about this, though. In a city like Chicago, is there enough time to deal with some shit like this, like to go and get every single person?
Apparently not.
Or do you just like try to get the big fish that's selling the TVs? But tracking all these motherfuckers down, I don't think you got time like that in a city like Chicago.
I think people are gonna go to jail. I don't know how they're gonna go about it, but people for sure are going to jail.
Yeah, it'll be a year later.
Maybe the ones that initiated it, perhaps. I don't know how they're gonna go about it, but people are going to jail for this.
I mean, if they put the same energy they did into January 6th, maybe.
Yeah, I doubt the mayor is going to really be into it that hard. But if they actually cared, it would take 6 months to 12 months before they start getting arrested.
Wow.
What the?
Wow.
That is
Man.
crazy.
The mayor can't really crack down on black crime because his whole pitch is that he's a black man.
Yeah, there's nothing more legitimate than those black looters. No
Because
man.
they're black men.
Legitimate. Yep.
So you know what's fucked up is that like you don't have to go after black crime. You just go after crime.
Yeah, and you'll get the blacks along with
No,
it.
I agree with you. But when you're in a chocolate city with a chocolate mayor that's using him being black as a marker of his legitimacy, it gets kind of murky.
Yeah, no, I got you. Shouldn't have been giving all that money away to illegals. That's what y'all get.
right. That's what somebody would say that shit too.
Yep.
Look at where that is in relation, though. Look, that shit is like right there. Like they're like right there in the middle of the city. They're not like down by like you know
down by the river,
backwoods, the train yard in the backwoods. And
right.
Well, you know what's funny? It's funny that back in the day they used to stop trains like this and steal the guns off it.
Yep.
And anytime you hear FBAs talk about it, they'll be like, "Oh, well, they put the guns in our neighborhood."
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, you stopped the train and robbed the train to get those guns.
You know what this reminds me of, Ike? There was what do they call them? Like the decoys. A couple years ago, the cops had to stop doing this because of some people were complaining. But they would drop
a bait car, like a bait car.
Right, but they were like on the south side. They would have a train, like a semi stop, like parked, right? And the sunman will come and obviously break in there, right? And,
15 guys. Remember, this is a pallet.
And they started complaining. And long story short, they can't do bait cars anymore.
Yeah, bait cars are racist, man. Hold it down for me, man. I'll be right back. Salute the Baby King, man. Baby King says take the challenge.
Can someone name something that's not racist?
Some people.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
I can't think of anything else but some people.
Yep, that's the only thing.
Nah. Candace Owens is racist.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
She's an exception. She's
not racist.
Yeah, and Nick Dow's half black or whatever.
Half chubby.
Hey, Wicked, how many mixed kids do you have?
None.
Okay.
Why do you say mixed?
I feel like Hispanic is mixed by nature, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, when I say mixed, I mean with black. I don't mean like anything else.
No. My kids are bull and burrito.
Okay.
Not of the melanaic people.
Yeah, I was just asking because when I said I've seen the worst and the best, you said cool story. So I just want to know how many black kids you have. So.
Well, Wicked, aren't you a prison security? Like, what do you do something with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine you've seen quite a bit of nasty son shit, if you know what I mean. Pause.
Yeah, but prison is not like that's not a good indicator because obviously the worst go to prison. All the people that are caught are convicted.
Nah, what are you talking about? They lock up innocent black people all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I forgot all the black guys that are in jail are innocent. You're right. Also, I want to apologize because you're right. I was wrong. Only black people in prison are innocent. My bad.
Yeah.
This is not the worst of the worst. Those are our best and brightest in there.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, Savage?
Go getters.
Damn,
That's why they don't call it the Black Innocent Project, because it's by default.
God, I love this
implied.
channel.
It's implied.
I'm surprised they
Look.
don't call it the Black Innocence Project, though. To be honest with you.
Well, it's implied, dude.
Yeah, I know, but you still
It's like,
like you would expect
it's like
them to-
saying wet water. You know, it's like what do you say wet for?
Do you know the one guy that I actually feel bad for?
Who?
White boy Rick. That's the one dude I actually feel bad about.
Who the fuck is that?
Who's that?
He's a white drug dealer from Detroit that got arrested in the 80s, and he ended up doing like 30 years in prison. He's still in prison right now, I think.
He got snitched
But-
on?
No, he was an informant, and the police decided that they were going to use him to break up a bunch of these drug deals. And then they abandoned him, and then they said he was the kingpin of Detroit, and they gave him life in prison.
Damn.
Double cut.
Man, a glider becoming the kingpin in Detroit is kind of sad with all those firemen running around.
He wasn't, though. He literally was just an informant. They made him an informant at 14.
What the?
Yeah, so like when people talk about how the school to prison pipeline, like legitly, there were black officials in Detroit that made this kid an informant, and then they abandoned him and arrested him, and then they did everything they could to keep him in prison because it made them look bad. Like the cop that played in Beverly Hills Cop with
No.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, so Eddie Murphy's boss, the guy that was the cop, his boss in the movie, he actually was a detective in Detroit that was homicide detective that was dirty.
I mean, it happens, right? I mean, I don't think anyone would argue that it doesn't happen. But this notion that the notion that some men are like overwhelmingly being put into prison and they're innocent, that's a fucking ridiculous notion.
I would say, and I think Nick Tao will agree with me on this one, that we need to get like Elon Musk to upgrade the school to prison pipeline to a school to prison hyperloop.
Yeah, man. Yo, I support the school to prison pipeline.
Yeah,
No,
it's
listen,
rather leaky right now. It needs to be patched up, honestly.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they're not
listen,
doing a good enough job.
No, listen, in general, I do agree that the cops overstep their bounds, but I think the problem is that sons just commit more crimes, so they fall into that system.
Yeah, you know what's that? You know what I think? I think the Sun men overstepped their bounds.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
So that notion has always driven me nuts. Osa, how people say the cops need to, like in Lawndale, right? I think you're familiar with Lawndale, Osa.
Nah, but go ahead.
The West Side, right? The neighborhood where the train was at. It's a violent neighborhood, right? These activists expect the cops to go in there and whisper sweet nothings to people that are blowing each other's face off. Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, man.
They supposed to go in there and do what?
I'm trying to get Olsen to move to Ohio.
Damn, you hate Olsen that much, huh?
No, I don't hate him.
To get away. Get
away from DC.
Yeah, how's DC? What's a matter of fact? You still in the thick of it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like honestly, man, around my way is pretty. I mean, I hate to say it's chill because it's not, because it's a stand, but you know what I mean.
I know.
No, exactly what you mean.
Listen, also,
I'm not really anywhere. I don't know. It's like I do, but I don't. It's like I don't know.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if you move to Ohio near me, my family will help you with whatever you need help with.
You're an awesome glider, man.
There you go.
Get out of the city.
Osa,
say you a glider without saying you a glider.
Right. Osa, it's almost like if you were to not be in that ambiance, it'd be kind of weird to you, right? You'd be kind of like, where's like the You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, the hood shit. Like, where's
Yeah.
the
Where's the
TVs for
danger?
$100 and shit?
Oh,
Like,
yo, everybody
Right,
here's
where's the
paying the
danger?
bus fare. What the fuck?
Hey,
Right, where's the
also,
danger?
right.
also to be fair, you know who I'm talking about used to hate the shit out of me. If you move out here, my family will help you with whatever you need.
Yeah. No, word up.
Yo, also,
Ohio sounds nice, man. I'd actually rather much live somewhere more remote. I mean, over the city. My son just graduated high school, which is the reason I still sit
Nice.
here. So like, yeah. So I mean, now I could consider moving, but I definitely want to get away from the city.
Well, listen, I live in the country, but like 4 minutes down the street, you can go to the store. Like where my grandfather lives, he owns 66 acres. It's like 20, 30 minutes to a store. Like
That's
I'm
nuts.
rural, but I'm not like I'm
Man,
not
also,
in the middle of nowhere.
man, I was
Yeah,
about to
there's a
say
lot of places
also,
like that.
I was about to say also, come to Chicago, mi casa, su casa. Never mind.
Don't go to Chicago.
Crook
I
County.
can hardly recommend it, honestly.
Yeah, don't go to
It
Chicago.
is
Your skin's too
nice.
dark to not get shot.
Hey,
No,
I'm
if you
about to
don't like
move to
gunfire, it's not that bad.
I'm about to move to Dalton and start fucking with their mayor, Slim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she gonna make you a security guard, pay
Right.
300K.
Right.
Well,
Mandingo security guards.
Well, fair warning, fair warning. Also, Dalton looks like a complete and utter shithole. Never mind.
Hey, listen. However, if you need help moving, or if you need help with your family or whatnot, or like I have a gang of kids here. Like, however you need help, I'll help you out.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. Yeah. I'll hit you. I'll hit you on the gram.
And I guarantee you, whatever house you buy or any place you rent will be way cheaper than what you're used to.
Damn, well, what about me, Savage? What if I want
Oh
to
no!
go
Oh,
higher,
so that's
bro?
what they told the
Wicked.
probably.
Well, to be honest with you, Wicked, I have no problem doing the same thing for anybody else that's on this panel. But to be fair, I would think I've talked to Osa literally on a panel like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. He's more likely to move near me than you are with your job and your kids.
Oh no,
If
Nick
you
have Florida family is in
you
the back.
if you want to move out here, I have no problem with help.
Nigga,
I'll
are you
help any.
No.
Who the fuck is that? Who's that guy in the back?
Well, the family is the FBA that needs
Jesus
to.
Christ.
He can tell you about it.
Maybe he could tell us why his son man commits so much crime.
Oh, he doesn't believe that. He believes they're tethers. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's a Hebrew Israelite. But
Tell me how his
Wicked.
ladders fall.
Wicked. If you want to move out here, I have no problem helping your family. I have 5 kids and a wife that stays home and works. Like she stays home while I work. If
Well,
you need help,
I don't know if you saw my mayor's press conference recently, but I just might go.
I've seen it.
I just might go.
Wicked, I've seen it. I heard all about it. If you want to come out to Ohio, I have no problem with helping your family with the move.
For the family, let's
Of course,
go.
we're checking in with Fox 5's Homa Bash, who's in Alexandria, where an alleged member of the notorious MS-13 gang is on trial for some brutal murders. Homa?
And guys, 6 murders in 5 years. That is what this man is accused of. 5 of those deaths here in Fairfax County, 1 in Massachusetts. Today is day 4 of this trial, and the details in these court documents and inside this courtroom, they are truly gruesome. Now, prosecutors say 27-year-old Elmer Alascondre, seen here, is from El Salvador and a high-ranking member of the MS-13 gang, and that these killings happened between 2018 and 2022 in Northern Virginia. The descriptions of the murders, they are heinous. Stabbings, shootings, body parts cut off and discarded or buried. The victims range in age from a 19-year-old waitress in Fairfax, shot 16 times in the face, to a 42-year-old alleged fellow gang member. Fox 5 covered one of the deaths extensively. 24-year-old Jose Guillen Mejia, whose body was found in 2019 in the woods off a walking trail in Reston. Now, at the time, police did not believe his death was gang-related. But according to prosecutors, Mejia was simply the first person that convicts Conbray and his fellow associates saw in the woods in an area they considered their turf. Conbray is also accused of distributing cocaine and marijuana throughout Virginia and elsewhere. He's facing murder, racketeering, and firearms charges. If convicted on all counts, he could face up to life in prison. This trial, guys, is expected.
Damn.
See?
Them damn Latino degenerates.
Yeah.
Talking about black people. These musty ass fucking Mexicans.
She look like a Batel. She not Batel.
Hold up.
Nah, she
Why is
do
this
kind of
dumb
look like
monkey
it.
up here?
She got a big face.
Why is
Shut
this
your crack
fucking
ass
monkey
up.
up here, dude?
You mad? You
No.
said your wife could be gone all. You be gone all day while your wife at home, right? What the address
Yeah.
at, bitch?
You don't have a wife, you fucking monkey.
Yeah, what the address at, huh?
Damn.
Yo, where the fuck this
My
nigga come
wife
from?
doesn't fuck monkeys with dreads.
No,
Come on,
she,
y'all.
You're out
she
of
fucks
you're,
men. That's why you
Sir.
at work all day.
Sir, you are out of the wheel.
Y'all was trying to blame this
You are a
bullshit on black
monkey.
people right now. What a Mexican
You
that was
are a
talking
monkey,
shit.
sir.
What a Mexican that
Sir,
the Mexican was
you are a
talking shit.
monkey with gravel in your fucking throat with a tarantula head.
Not Nary, no one said
You
that.
are the
Savage, you got
criminal
it,
we're
man. Hey,
talking about.
listen, I don't want no problem with lice. I don't want no problem with lice. I
No,
got you.
you
son.
want a problem with death. That's what you don't want a problem with.
Hold on.
I don't want no problem with lice. It's
Hey, y'all,
okay.
this ain't chaotic,
Hey,
man.
homie. Hey, homie.
What
Who
up?
are you? Who are you for the family? Who are you, man? I don't.
What you mean who I am? What you
He's
asking?
he's an Israelite.
I'm asking you.
Shut the fuck up,
are
white
you,
boy.
man?
He talking to me.
Fuck you, monkey.
This shit is crazy.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Slow down.
Yeah, what up?
Who are you? Who are you? Go ahead.
What you mean who I am? Be more clear.
Like, who are you? Like, what? I don't know you. I never seen you on this panel before.
I ain't never said. I don't even know how you popped up in my shit. I guess Nick Tahoe ass popped up in my shit. I don't know how the fuck I found
Nigga,
y'all
how?
niggas.
Yo, he following
I just looked at my phone and it said, damn. I said, oh shit, there's a bunch of hoe ass niggas.
Nah, nigga, you
So what's your
followed me.
question?
On cricket.
So, where you from?
I'm from the D. Where you from?
Detroit?
Yeah, where you from?
DC.
You from DC?
He's from DC. I'm
Yeah.
from Chicago.
You from the
Okay,
Chi?
I'm from
Okay.
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, y'all fucking up the city. Hey, y'all fucking up the city, man. You need to get that shit together.
Tell me
I know
this,
you ain't
man.
talking,
Who you voting for, man? Who you voting
I ain't
for?
voting for nobody, man. Nobody talking about no money.
He's a monkey.
He FBA Tyreek is
Man,
anti-Democrat.
listen.
No,
Let me talk to
he's
my
a
people. I don't want
Hebrew.
to talk to no fucking cracker right now. Shut up.
I'm not.
Fuck you,
I'm not
you
white,
dumb
bro.
piece of shit.
All right, man. We got it, man. We got it. Fuck him, me a monkey. I got it. But look, so you FBA, man.
Yeah, I'm from this bitch.
So, how far back can you trace your family, man?
Far as I get back, probably like low key though. Low key, I done get back to like the 15s on one side, but you know,
The 1500s.
on everything.
Wow, on everything.
Yo, I think you're lying. I
don't
think
give a fuck
you're
what you
lying.
think, nigga.
I don't think you could trace your family.
Do you know who
back.
your granddaddy is, nigga?
Of course, on both sides.
All right then, nigga. Who the fuck you challenging me for, nigga? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer, nigga.
Hey,
let me tell you
I
something.
know
Hold
this
on.
guy.
Tom. Let me just talk. So
What's more reasonable to you? I'll tell you what. 1992, nigga. Is that better for you?
No, let me ask you this though, because FBAs. This is my thing with FBAs. It's like, how do you know you were FBA? How do you know that? Have you seen
You a non-immigrant. As long as you're a non-immigrant. That's how you
Now,
know.
have you seen pictures of these people? Have you seen records?
Pictures of who?
Did you see the way Kamala just did what's your face is I mean
You asked me a
Candace
whole lot of questions, brother, man. You jumping. What you saying?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question, man. Please. If did you see the way Candace Owens just broke down Kamala Harris's
I don't watch that alien looking hoe. I don't know.
Okay, so you just you don't know. You one of them FBAs, you just claim.
Nah, I'm just saying Candace Owens is a bad. She a bad when she look like a damn chocolate Asian with them wide ass eyes.
You ain't got a this guy. See, I thought I had a real FBA that was going.
No,
this is the real FBA.
He is for sure a real FBA. He
Yeah,
knows
this-
everything about FBA culture.
Yeah.
That is it
Yeah,
to a T, honestly.
Because I want to talk to one of them. Because I want to be like. Because think about it, like
That is talking to him.
10 years ago, right? You didn't hear shit about this, right? Now all of a sudden, everybody like, yeah, I'm FBA. Black people always here in America, and it's like, okay, how do you know? Like, all right, let's just say you are from the black people that wasn't from Africa, right? How do you know?
He's an FBI. He's an FBA
He said,
Israelite.
"Pull me up." I think he dropped.
Nah,
Or he
that's
dropped. Oh, okay.
you wasting time, man. Yeah, this ain't chaotic, man. I
Yeah,
want to really
yeah.
know what the fuck.
Yeah, nah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
want to know.
I was
Listen,
hoping,
he will overtalk the whole stream.
yeah,
He's an
exactly.
Yeah,
FBA
this
that
ain't
believes.
chaotic, man.
It's
But shout out
pointed,
to chaotic,
pointers.
man.
It's pointed.
Chaotic
You,
got go. He do 10-hour streams, man. You gotta have motherfuckers like that on your stream when you going for 10 hours, man.
Yeah, no, for real.
I was gonna say I was really looking forward to hearing him do his victory lap because I know Brito
Oh,
did
dude,
some.
we could spend an eternity plumbing the depths of For the Family's ignorance. It is a font that overfloweth.
But
You know.
what I'm getting at is I wanted to see his victory lap.
There's
You
no
guys are
victory
down. You guys are down 100-1, bro. You guys are down
to
on the
him.
scoreboard.
Yeah, to him, he
can
will
you-
literally tell you they create everything,
Yeah,
they
he
own
created
everything,
everything.
everything was made by them.
Like, how can you do a dance when you score a touchdown and you down by like 50? How?
Sir, like Wicked, legitly, I've heard him say that everything in America was created by him and his people.
Wow.
Yeah, he's retarded.
Like DC was created and was here before white people came here.
Yeah, I
When
believe
you-
that stupid shit.
when
Pretend
you-
it's right.
When you ask the FBAs, like, how do you know, like, this FBA shit y'all claiming? They'll just say some shit like, "I did my genealogy, nigga." Like, but nobody knows what that means except for them. So it's like, it's bizarre. They don't believe in the white man's DNA testing, so they get to just find some
legit-
fake ass family records going
like
back to the
legit-
1300s.
Legitly, he says that everything in America was created by his people. And legitly, he says that if it wasn't for his people, white people could not exist in this country.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
we
he
wouldn't
is-
find it or something.
Like,
Think about how
legit,
great this country would be without the sun, man.
like,
Think
legitly,
about how safe it would be.
listen, legitly, he has said on panels multiple times that if it wasn't for him, white people could not survive in this country and black tethers could not exist in this country. Like, he is so far FBA, Israelite, whatever he is, he thinks that his Native American black culture or whatever it is built Washington. Every invention is by them.
Let me move along, man. That's hurting my head.
Sorry, Ak.
Hopewell
Check your
City
Cash App.
Treasurer Shannon Vosky arrested by Virginia State Police, facing 4 felony charges. She was taken to Riverside Regional Jail, where she was released on an unsecured bond.
In Hopewell Wednesday afternoon, the talk of the town was an arrest made around 1 o'clock. The city treasurer, 39-year-old Shannon Vosky.
Yo, sisters, man. Like, I mean,
They everywhere, man. They got to work. 3
Every
times as
sister
hard.
politician in the nation is about to be on trial.
this shit is crazy, man. Like, it's uncanny, man. It's like, it's almost like predictable. It's like
Like
if you
it's DNA?
see a sister in office somewhere, you like, yo, how long before she's brought up on charges for something? Golly,
Sounds
man.
like it's DNA.
It might be. Salute to Rudy the vet, man. Russo. He says 5 for Melungeons, man. Yeah, salute, man. Salute to my man. Salute to my man, Savage, man. He said for the family is a monkey. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You and your monkey, y'all can argue on Chaotic Show, man. You look what you dragged over here, man. You dragged in that riffraff over here, man.
He tried to blame that shit on me.
Nah, he
Listen,
following you,
Ak.
Nick, though. He like you, Nick, though.
The reason is because Ak and Chaotic have a lot of swap over in viewership, and that's why he got recommended it.
Well,
Yeah, but
I
here's the
apologize.
thing. Nah, you all right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Chaotic show is that show is good for it's good for that certain type of thing, though. I think his show is great because it's like long pause and it gives you know, those type of people a chance to you know, and then he's very smart, so it's like he impatient, so he can, like, you know, deal with them. I'm not that patient.
How he does that.
I'm patient. I mean, I'm patient. Don't get me wrong. I'm patient. I got to deal with Wicked and fucking you guys and shit. fucking, you know what I'm saying? All you motherfuckers here. But that type of patience over there, though, that motherfucker is like Job, man. Like,
Chaotic.
Yeah, but you're at least a lesser saint or something, Ak.
You guys are giving him way too much credit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Better
What-
than
what
he
do you
handles it
mean?
better than I would.
Yeah, what
What do I mean? So I live in Ohio. I've met Chaotic in person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we know each other. We live in the same state.
Okay.
He does believe the same way we believe, but the thing of it is that to some degree he's a troll, and he's a ringmaster.
Yeah.
So like it's about entertainment. Most of his channel is about entertainment. So
Right.
He
It's
does
daytime TV.
Yeah, it's
correct. He sees himself as a Black Howard Stern.
More like a Jerry Springer.
No, Howard Stern. He sees himself as a Black Howard Stern.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like, you gotta understand. Like, I'd never heard of that dude. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of his show. I've seen, you know, I just have never seen that particular guy, but I've seen a lot of his shows. And you know, I mean, like, if you just sitting around the house cleaning or some shit, or, you know, mowing the lawn or doing some yard work, that's that, you know, listen to that shit, or taking a ride down the highway or something. You know, that stuff is good. It makes the time go by fast, man.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Hey, listen, Ak, you're in PA. If you ever come to Ohio, just let me know, and I can set up a meeting with Chaotic. You can meet him.
Oh wow, that's deep. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'll be in Detroit. Detroit at the beginning of November. I'm coming to Detroit beginning of November. So but
Well,
yeah.
Watch out, that's where For the Family.
Yeah, you could
listen,
go with For the Family.
Oh yeah, damn.
Anytime you
I'm
pass,
looking for him.
anytime you pass through Ohio, just let me know. I'll
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
and your.
I got
I'll have you over for dinner with my wife, and I'll have Chaotic meet.
Got you, man. I got you, man. Now tell your wife to season the food, man, for black
Yeah,
people.
that's wild, bro.
So unfortunately, I'm the one that does all the cooking, and I'm the one that seasons everything. And unfortunately, I probably eat hotter stuff than you do.
Hey, do you
I
butter
doubt
your
it,
biscuits? Do you
Yeah,
butter
butter
your biscuits?
biscuits is a required menu item for when I.
Hey, so just for the record, Alk, how many kids do you have?
2.
I have 5 kids, and my 2 oldest are mixed. So like, I'm not your average glider that doesn't season their food. I'm currently cooking a brisket, and the last time when you went in on me, I was cooking, and you didn't want to hear the noises from the cooking I was doing. So you're fine if you come over here and eat food. It will be well seasoned and it won't be bland.
You invited to the cookout, Alex?
Yeah, man. So your little Melungeon kids taught you how to season food. That's good, man. Let me move along, man.
He taken into custody by agents from the State Police Bureau of Criminal Investigations.
He's raised about questions of breach of trust, and more importantly, about someone's responsibility and whether they've used their position to their advantage.
My sources tell me Foskey's arrest and felony charges stem from unpaid city taxes. It's alleged that she used her position as treasurer to free the DMV hold on her car registration that the
Dang.
city places on citizens when they don't pay their taxes.
I just think it's really not fair for everybody else that's doing like
What
all
the
the extra
hell?
work.
What the? Yo, he's like, oh my lord! You could tell he rides
That
skateboards.
I'm about
He
to
ain't
say
got.
it look like he drive.
Hey,
He
in
don't,
another portal though, in another dimension, he could have 18 bodies, man, and be fucking would have 16 baby mothers. It's just
yeah.
he just a son man who just probably just grew up in a certain area and he just became this. But he trust me, he still got that DNA in him.
Yeah, he rides skateboards, watch animes. He don't got no friends in the hood.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He don't have no friends in the hood. But I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, son, man, right here. He got the same. It's just suppressed. That shit is just suppressed by his upbringing. That shit is just like I guess putting like a little file, like it's in a little file somewhere.
He he looks like that. You ever saw that meme? Where white people say I have a black friend.
Yeah. Yeah. He looked like Key and Peele character or something in one of
Yeah,
their
he
skits.
does. He does.
I was thinking that too.
To free the DMV hold on her car registration that the city places on citizens when they don't pay their taxes.
I just think it's really not fair for everybody else that's doing like all the extra work, and she just gets to go in there and do it willy-nilly, unlike the rest of us, you know.
If convicted, each felony charge carries 2 to 10-year prison sentences. 1 felony count of forgery of public records, 1 felony count of using a computer as an instrument of forgery, 1 felony count of computer fraud, and 1 felony count of disabling computer software. Legal expert Kevin Purnell says all the work that's been done in Hopewell's treasurer's office since Foskey's election win in 2022 now comes into question.
Unfortunately, right now, that raises questions for an entire office for who's there and who's not, or in terms of who did what. I don't know if this is a single individual. There may be others. I'm hoping.
Here's my thing. Hopewell is a little town. I went to a lot of college with a lot of people from Hopewell, and it's just a little podunk town. Same shit going on. I'm talking about the same shit going on everywhere, going in this little fucking podunk town.
Single individual. There may be others. I'm hoping there isn't anyone else, but it puts everyone now in that office under a microscope.
I did reach out to Ms. Foskey late this evening via email for a statement. We have not heard back yet. We did talk to city officials this afternoon, a city spokeswoman telling me the treasurer is a constitutional office and doesn't report to the city manager. Therefore, the city has no comment. Foskey's next court appearance is October 16th.
Salute to Savage. He says, my oldest Melungeon is 11. He didn't teach me to cook, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You got 11-year-old Melungeon, man. Are you tall, man? Are you tall?
Savage looks tall.
I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, man, your little Melungeon could be the next like Blake Griffin or Steph Curry or
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, my oldest is he's delayed, so he couldn't be.
Oh, okay, yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, man, it's at least you got you got a kid that you can pour into, man. I know when you got a delayed kid, you gotta be very patient, man, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, pour a lot of attention and a lot of time into him, right?
He got lead poisoning when he was 9 months old.
How did that happen?
So my oldest son is not my biological son. He is my wife's child. His father wore his father is Jamaican, first generation, and his father wore a necklace that had lead in it, and he got lead poisoning from the necklace. But my second oldest son, who is 7, my oldest is 11, my youngest is 7. He's mixed. He's my kid. I have
Okay.
5 kids. Two, the oldest 2 are, one is Jamaican and white. My next is Black American and white.
Okay. So yeah, so you got like a blended family.
Correct. I have 5 kids altogether, and my wife had 1 kid, and then I had 2 kids prior to her, and then we had 2 kids together.
Okay.
My youngest is 7 weeks.
Wow. Salute to LRLRS, man. Yeah, man. That's crazy. I didn't know you could get lead poisoning. So the dad didn't get lead poisoning, but the kid got lead poisoning.
Yeah, so when it comes to you being fully grown, you are you don't take the effects. It takes much more lead for you to get. So as a baby, he was touching his dad's necklace, so the amount of lead that that touched his hands, him putting his hands in his mouth as a baby, it absorbed. So like right now, if you wore a lead necklace, you're not going to have really any problems because your brain's developed. Being an infant, obviously, it's going to have different effects than a full-grown adult. So
Wow.
that's what happened.
It's absolutely something I'd never heard of before. But
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
Jewelry is crazy though.
so anyone that wants to have kids or is having kids, be careful when you buy jewelry because his dad bought jewelry from like a tourist shop when he was a kid.
fake. It was
His
fake
dad was like,
jewelry.
yeah, his dad bought fake jewelry, or someone bought it for him when he was like a kid, and then he kept wearing it. So when he had kids, the jewelry itself had lead as the center of it, and then it was obviously kids touch it. Kids are
Did he
kids.
have other kids that are delayed?
No, so my wife falls into the paradigm of the white woman that sleeps with a deadbeat a black man. Her
92%.
Yeah, so her baby dad she got pregnant when she was 23, and her baby dad is first generation Jamaican, and he wears fake jewelry. So his kid got lead poisoning, 11 years ago.
Wow.
I don't know if that answered the question, but
Yeah, that didn't answer the question at all. But hold it down for me.
All right. He about to go get some food.
What was the question?
I don't
did he
remember.
have other
I
kids
need
that
it.
had the same issue?
Oh,
He
yeah.
only has one. He only has one kid. He's a deadbeat dad. He doesn't like. I apologize. I apologize. He doesn't have any other kids.
Yeah.
So
Hey. Also, was it you or Black Gen Z that tried to hit us with that one report that said that some fathers were like the most involved fathers? I think it was you, right?
What do you mean hit you
That
with
was
it?
a show that Ock did a long time back, but I think that maybe was Osa that brought it up.
It was also either you or Black Gen Z, and I'm pretty sure it was you. Trying to tell us that you saw a
Yeah, man,
report
the
that said
CDC.
Yeah, it was the CD. No, that's a real study, but
Yeah, it's a real
Yeah,
study. You're
that's
right. I didn't make it up.
right.
I
But
don't know
come
where the
on,
fuck they studied at. 'Cause,
yeah, I don't know where how they. We had to.
It was voluntary. People answered the
So
question voluntarily.
Yeah.
So to be fair, so me, I have 2 mixed kids. My sister has 1 mixed kid. This is anecdotal. This isn't. I can't say this is for everybody. So, my wife's baby dad, deadbeat, doesn't work, doesn't pay child support, owes us like 30 grand in
he's
child
a son
support.
man.
He's a Jamaican. I don't know if you want to consider him a son man
Yeah,
or
I
an
would
FBA.
consider
No,
a son man.
we not on that FBA shit. If you
Yeah.
a son, you a
You're a
son.
son. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
from the diaspora, you're from the diaspora.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
diaspora people over here.
Yeah. So however you want to classify him, he's first generation. His parents came here from Jamaica, and he's a deadbeat. My sister adopted 4 kids. The oldest daughter she's mixed, and her mom was a meth addict, and all the kids are from drug addicts. The oldest one's dad's in prison. He's black. he's obviously a deadbeat. So, like in my experience, my son, my second oldest son, whose mom's black, both of her dads, she has 3 baby dads. I'm the only one that's not in prison, the only one in their in like the kids' lives. The other 2 are in jail.
Damn, you're the only one to get out. That's good, man. I'm glad you're there for the kids too.
Yeah, I'm there for my kid, and then I'm also there for her 2 kids. Her oldest child, I met her when her daughter was 18 months old. Her dad's been in prison since before she was born. So like I'm the only dad they know.
That was wild that Florida family showed up here.
Yo,
Well,
that was like the most random shit ever.
I never heard
it's not
that.
random. For the family is a piece of shit. He's a degenerate monkey that
How long has he been going on chaotic shit?
A while.
months.
Oh,
It's been a
really?
while.
Mm.
Yeah. He's literally a degenerate piece of shit that thinks that, sons have done everything ever in life.
I wonder if he believes that. I wonder if he truly.
He believes that.
I think he
Yeah.
seems to. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
He
all
believes
these
that.
sons, it sounds crazy, but these niggas, like, we got Mystic. I know he might be in the chat and he might tell me stop mentioning him, but
Mystic ain't really like for the family, but
Listen,
there's some
listen.
Yeah, Mystic
I'm
is
telling you.
Mystic is grounded though, bro. Mystic
I-
is based.
Yeah.
So whatever he's
listen,
saying.
I'm telling you, I've been dealing with CT for years. I've been like me and CT are like I have his phone number. Like we talk
Right.
on the regular.
Right. Okay.
For the family has been going on for months. He believes this shit.
yeah,
really?
these niggas believe
But
all
like,
the
for
crazy
real.
shit niggas say they believe it.
Now,
And he's
Nick,
not
so let me-
alone. There's a gang of them.
Well, let me ask you this, Nick Town.
Yeah.
Are people like him? Do you know them in your real life? Like, are they just online?
Majority of black people.
No, to be honest, yeah, I agree with Savage. I think the majority of black people, they might not say it like him, but they all have some sort of like weird origin story or some weird like
Little things like we taught whites how to bathe and shit.
right.
Every fucking black person I ever met in New Orleans knew.
Yep, every sun person talks like that. Everyone.
Yeah, so there was a study that came out 2 years ago. 60% of black people don't like white people. Also, you have to realize
Okay.
you have to realize yes, but based on the study it was 60%.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that when it comes down to Marxism, which is what plagues the black community, since the civil rights movement, that's what they've dealt with. When you go to the fruit of Islam,
Yeah.
that's what they believe. When it
But
comes
wait.
down to the woke blacks now, it's
Can
all
I
the
catch up
same.
to you real quick?
Of course, sir.
Did you just say that Marxism is what plagues the South community? Because here I thought it was the debauchery, the relentless violent crime that was fucking.
No. I agree with you that the debauchery is a problem, but when it comes down to what they believe, is what you asked. Marxism is weaved into the civil rights movement. So the whole idea that the white man's stepping on their neck is a Marxist thing. The whole victimhood mentality is a Marxist thing. So
But I think even before civil rights, they were blowing each other's face off.
They were
reviving people.
I'm not
No,
disagreeing.
you're not talking about the violence. You're talking about the ideologies.
Yeah, I'm talking about the ideology. So when you ask me, do they believe it? Yes, the majority of them believe the white man was stepping on their neck because the civil rights movement said they were victims from the white man. Like, that's the ideology. Communism is very prominent. Like, if you ask any FBA, freedom of speech is not a thing to them. They don't like when anybody talks about black people.
Yeah, sons are definitely anti-freedom of speech for sure.
But to be fair, I don't like when they talk about some people either. You feel me?
Yeah, let's see. We got another black politician, man. in trouble, man.
Developing tonight, East Cleveland Mayor Brandon King and a former councilman
East
have
Cleveland.
been indicted by a Cuyahoga County grand jury. King is being charged with several crimes, including theft in office. Bryant McCrae has the latest.
I think he needs to go, and he needs to go soon. He needs to go immediately so that the city can begin the healing process.
Ken Myers, an attorney representing members of the East Cleveland City Council, mincing no words about the city's newly indicted mayor, Brandon King.
He's been officially accused by a grand jury of serious criminal offenses.
King now charged with several criminal counts, including theft in office.
From my perspective, he's got to be the most corrupted individual I've ever seen in my entire life.
The most corrupted.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yes, a hood. East Cleveland is definitely the ghetto,
Oh,
right?
man.
East Cleveland is a war zone.
Yeah, the corruptedest. Yeesh.
Listen, East Cleveland's so bad.
How bad is it?
So in Cleveland, August 20th, a guy that I used to work with was abducted, and he's been missing since August 20th. A guy that I grew up with, that I used to sell dope with, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. He just got killed on 100th and St. Clair, and they found his body in his car burned up on 136th Street. Like, East Cleveland is bad.
So this is the city of East Cleveland, though. This isn't East Cleveland. This is the city of East Cleveland, right?
Yeah, so the way that it works is that you have North Cleveland, South Cleveland, East and West. East Cleveland is a separate city from Cleveland. It borders up against it, but it's its own city. So like East Cleveland is so bankrupt, and their roads are just like depleted, like it's potholes everywhere. Cleveland's been trying to annex East Cleveland. East Cleveland is so corrupted they will not do it.
Yeah,
So,
because
like-
they can't steal. They can't steal if they under the umbrella of Cleveland.
No, like 100%. But the fact, technically, if you came to Ohio, East Cleveland is considered to be a suburb, but East Cleveland is like the most dangerous part. Like it's more dangerous than Cleveland itself.
Wow.
Office.
From my perspective, he's got to be the most corrupted individual I've ever seen in my entire life of politics.
East Cleveland City Council President Tawan Billings says, under the leadership of King, the city's finances have been under lock and key.
I'm not going to continue being a council president of a city that I don't even know how much money we got in the bank. We are the legislators and appropriators of the money, and yet and still we don't get no information. So how could we answer any questions and we don't?
Sounds very Daltonish.
Yeah, like
know anything.
Prosecutors
like
of
legitimately,
King's saying the mayor used
if any of you come to Ohio, I'll take you to East Cleveland. I'll go with you personally.
Oh, hell
Cleveland's
no.
bad.
I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah,
What the hell?
more than $14,000.
Yeah, I lived. I've been to enough hoods and lived in enough hoods, man. I don't need to do no hood tours. That's like for people that need that experience.
That's a good thing about Warzone Black Hoods. There's one in every city in the nation, so you really don't have to travel far to get to one.
Yeah,
Well, during the day, you don't have to really worry about it. It's mainly at night when you have to worry about it. But like East Cleveland's bad. Like a couple years ago, East Cleveland didn't have trash. Like they are so bankrupt that they can't even.
I'm
give
good. Thank you. Thank you.
Leave that to
King
Brandon
saying the mayor
Buckingham.
used more than $14,000 to pay for a leasing office space for his own personal business. The prosecutors also allege King used more than $5,000 for cleaning supplies he purchased from his own business, American Merchandising Services. In addition, they say King improperly gave then councilperson Ernest Smith a city vehicle and 2 gas cards. Smith is accused of buying more than $6,700 worth of gas. All these charges coming out to the tune of nearly $25,000.
Him being in prison. Yes, he deserved to be in prison.
Now, we were at the mayor's office today asking for comment, but he would not speak to members of the media. In the past 20 years, 3 mayors of East Cleveland have been indicted on various charges. For more information,
in the past 20 years, 3 mayors.
Shocking.
Damn, that's kind of impressive right there.
Sound like Baltimore, man.
I'm about to say it sound like Baltimore.
Jesus.
Damn. Sons ain't with little son thiefdoms, man. Them joints be corrupted.
Yo,
man.
Man, I in honor of for the family, man, I go to Detroit, man. Let's see what the brothers are up to in Detroit, man. Or the gun memorial.
about the indictments, go to our website,
Yeah, man.
WKYC.
Detroit, man.
I mean, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I know, but
Like legitimately, I lived in Cleveland from 2014 to 2021. Like I moved out of Cleveland after 2021 because it was bad.
Let's see. Hard and deep.
yeah, let's see what the illegals are up to in Detroit. The bad hombres.
Our other top story, a Metro Detroit woman murdered in South Carolina is making national headlines.
The Detroit native was killed in August, and now her husband and roommates are behind bars in connection to the killing. Jacqueline Francis spoke with the woman's mom tonight as friends and family came together to remember her in her hometown. Jacqueline, what can you tell us?
Jessica Barnes was just 20 years old when police say her husband strangled her. Now, this happened back in August down in South Carolina where she was living. But tonight, her mom and friends came together here in Metro Detroit to honor a life cut short.
I remember Jessica as bubbly, happy, and
Was she a mugshot, guys? What do you think, man?
Yeah, for sure. She done sucked on a soul pool before.
It could have been a glider though. Let's. Oh, there it is.
There's something right here.
In connection to her death.
I expected that from him, that he will do something.
Police say her husband, Brandon Barnes, strangled her and that their 2 roommates helped dispose of the body.
He was
Damn.
in domestic violence situation, and we tried to get her out of there.
Jessica's mom was living in South Carolina, just 5 minutes away from her daughter at the time of the murder.
It doesn't feel real right now. It's very tragic.
Jessica had grown up in Troy before moving down south with her family. Her mom was back in Michigan Friday, joining Jessica's friends for a vigil in her hometown, grieving this loss and raising awareness for domestic violence.
Okay.
Yo, man, maybe the pretending's all right. Maybe everybody does commit crime. Everybody commits crime. What about white on white crime?
Yeah, man.
Got me thinking.
Loss on top of loss. A difficult time is made even worse for a disabled Detroit man when a thief decides to take away his only means of getting around. The victim is a longtime teacher who's grieving the loss of his mother earlier this week.
And he's not sure how he will get to her funeral after someone smashed his car window and stole the steering wheel. It happened on Tracy Street near 8 Mile and Schaefer. That's where we find Priya Man. And Priya, no one heard the car alarms.
You know, the airbags could go for a lot of money on the black market.
The airbags?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they sell airbags, yeah. They
10 grand.
That's a crime. How much?
An airbag costs 10 grand to get replaced.
Damn.
Yeah, they're very expensive. Yeah, so they don't know he stole that. They say he stole the steering wheel, but he stole the airbag.
No, good evening, Will and Kim. Nobody heard the car alarms. Ed didn't, the neighbors didn't. In fact, Ed first noticed that his car door was open, but after 5 back surgeries, it takes a minute for Ed to get from his front porch all the way to his car. But when he got here and he looked inside, he was heartbroken that his steering wheel was gone. All of this as he plans his mother's funeral.
I just want to know why. They got the video. I mean, why?
Just before 8 this morning, a man walked up to Ed Norwood's car, smashed the window, and stole his steering wheel.
Is that easy?
You see the walkers
that
in the
easy
front.
to steer your steering wheel? What the fuck? It's that easy? Holy shit. It took the guy like 2 seconds.
Just before 8 this morning, a man walked up to Ed Norwood's car, smashed the window, and stole his steering wheel.
Yo,
that nigga is a pro.
Extremely skilled in his profession.
He
Holy
done this
shit.
before. Practice makes perfect.
God damn.
He was
That's
rushing home to
scary
get on Hotep.com.
that's scary because the steering wheel, I didn't know it could come off. I didn't even know it could come off like that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I
Yo,
thought
we
you had
gotta
to
do-
like saw it off or some shit.
Yeah. Yo, we gotta do something about these tethers.
Yeah, he was definitely a tether. You could tell by the way he ran, he was a tether.
You see the walkers in the front, so you know I'm disabled. They can't say they didn't know that. And then
That's why they chose
you bust my window, and you see the handicap sign there.
The 2018 Chevy Malibu was more than a vehicle. It was a lifeline for Ed. He just bought it a month ago and would drive from Detroit's west side to visit his mom at her
these
nursing
niggas
home in
shit,
Livonia.
dog. These
We'll
niggas-
both be smiling, and she'll be saying, you know that I love you. That's my boy coming. My boy coming.
But a few days ago, his mom died unexpectedly.
She died, and that's the main thing I'll do. I want to be able to get to a funeral.
Yo,
It
what
hurts me
the?
so bad because, you know, he just lost his mom. And then to have this happen to him, and he's such a good guy.
Somehow, in the midst of his grief, Ed still has compassion for the person who did this.
If he would
Man,
have
what
came to
the?
me and said, I'm about
Oh
to
my
do that to
God.
your car, give me $100, I would have got $100 and gave it to him because I need the car for my mom.
No,
The
he
person who
would
did it,
kill
I
you.
feel sorry for him because it makes me feel like if he was that desperate, that he must have been in pain too.
Wow.
Glider's gonna glide.
Man, what the? Yo, let's look at.
Makes me sick, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know what's worse, what he said or what this some man did.
The way he said is worse.
Yeah, yo, him trying to forgive him.
Unforgivable.
Man, this is an act. This son man is it's your act. This guy votes. This guy votes, and you can just imagine how this guy votes, man.
Yeah.
And what he votes for and shit like that.
Right. Yo, man, the sons are hell on the elderly though. Every night.
Telling you.
And the disabled.
Oh. Yeah.
He probably smelled the weakness.
The old. He smelled the old.
Smelled the old.
He smelled the Bengay, man.
Welcome back. 4 men and a teenager are hurt after a shooting in Westport last night.
It was breaking news on Fox 4 News at 9 on Westport Road, east of Broadway, just after 8. That's where we find Fox 4's Jonathan Ketz tonight with reaction from a business owner, John.
Yeah, they are not happy. In fact, one of the business owners talked to us today. Take a look at the bullets that made this window here at the Pop Vintage Furniture and Accessories store board up one of their windows. But business owner across the street here where that salon is had a very interesting story to tell us and show us. Got Hair Midtown owner Erin Fedor Moch shared security camera footage with us of one of her hairstylists and his client running to take cover from the shooting that took place right next to her business Wednesday night. Fedor Moch says two groups of people started fighting on a floor above her hair salon.
The owner himself is a nice guy. He apologized last night after it happened. He said, I'm sure you won't be seeing me again after.
Yeesh. That's a much shark right there.
Yeah, that looked like a fat suit, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That's gonna look real, Jack.
It looked like that movie The Whale or whatever you just see with Brendan Fraser.
She looks fairly ready.
Sunman love this, man.
What's that movie with Martin when he was the old lady? What's that name?
Big Mama's house.
Big Mama, yeah, that's big. That's
Yeah, he got a fat bitch movie neck.
Yeah, man. God, dog.
What neck?
Right? There's no neck. God damn.
above her hair salon.
The owner himself is a nice guy. He apologized last night after it happened. He said, I'm sure you won't be seeing me again after this. And honestly, I hope that's true. Because I can't keep operating my business like this.
KCPD Sergeant Phil DiMartino says there was an argument between several individuals that led to the shots being fired. We asked
Is that a studio above her?
Erin if she wanted to say anything to Police Chief Stacey Graves.
I know y'all have got your hands full. I'm in Midtown. I'm in Hyde Park. I hear the sirens every single night. I hear all the that goes down. I see all the crazy that goes down. I own a business in Midtown. I know you guys have your hands full.
Yo, her neck is like
Tell me more
backing
about
me
it.
Do
up.
something.
At an
Tell me
event
more
to
about it,
address
please.
violent crime in the city, Chief Graves spoke Thursday afternoon. We tried asking her about the Westport situation specifically, but Mayor Quentin Lucas was at the podium.
We're not getting into that today for you. Go ahead with another. You've got a media officer if you have questions about individual incidents.
So right now, 5 people, the 5 hurt last night, are in stable condition and no one is in custody. If you have any information, as always, you can leave
It was sons.
Yeah.
Yo, her neck is so.
Boarded up windows from Wednesday night shooting in Westport tell a story we know all too well. Violence in Kansas City is a problem. I'm Rachel Henderson, and city officials and community stakeholders are offering a plan that they say will offer solutions to violence like this.
Lindsay Cupper's store is a dream come true. Shattered glass next door is a harsh reality.
The crime in Kansas City has gotten so incredibly out of control.
5 people were shot and are now all in stable condition after a mass shooting near Central and Westport Road in the block just east of Broadway Boulevard.
I would like to know, what the mayor is going to do. What kind of changes is he going to make so that
Things are kind of rough in Kansas City.
I didn't hear about this. Was this recently?
Yeah.
my other friends that own small businesses aren't sleeping in their shops because they're scared that their windows are going to get broken because they can't afford to fix them.
His answer is KC United for Public Safety, a coalition of community organizations, local businesses, law enforcement, and elected officials.
A bunch of sun turds running around like with a program.
Hey, yeah. Find the violence interrupter in the lineup.
This shit is crazy, man.
Those are going to get broken because they can't afford to fix them.
His answer is KC United for Public Safety, a coalition of community organizations, local businesses, law enforcement, and elected officials who presented a plan Thursday offering solutions to violence.
Our goals are prevention, intervening. How do we intervene in that cycle of violence? How do we make sure that our prevention isn't just one time? It isn't just us doing one thing one day, but it is a sustainable type of prevention in Kansas City. And ongoing, how do we make sure we address the root causes?
Osco Bolton founded Peers Organized.
Whenever they say root causes, it's just basically a lost cause. Fuck the root cause. If a motherfucker fucking knocks an old lady down and steals her purse and shit, who gives a fuck what the root cause of it was? The fuck are you talking about?
Look at these silhouettes
As
on
to
his
support-
chest. There's a hooded one.
This shit is crazy. So this guy's gonna fix the problem of crime in downtown.
This ex-con.
Right.
Ongoing, how do we make sure we address the root cause?
Terrified of young niggas. Young niggas, this nigga heart start beating when he sees some young niggas.
Causes.
Osco Bolton founded Peers Organized to Support Student Excellence, or POSSE, to offer young people an alternative to gangs. He supports the proposed plan.
Lived experience has always been left out of a lot of the tables, and now that those with lived experience are at the table, they can work alongside the educator. They can work alongside the chief and the
lived experience. That means he's an ex-con.
Yeah, and it's always left off the table. It's not employed anywhere else in the nation. Only Kansas City is pioneering a program like this.
Yeah, exactly. You special, dog.
The news doesn't push back on
they
this
can work
shit
alongside the educator. They can work alongside the chief and the KCPD and other organizations and agencies.
Lindsay wants Wednesday's incident to be a reminder not to let fear overshadow looking for solutions.
I think that crime like this is happening all over the city, and this isn't necessarily a Westport thing. And so something like this is not enough for me to not continue my business.
Rachel Henderson, KSHB 41 News.
Oh Lord.
Wow. Wow.
Victims. The defense's argument.
We did this one. Say.
I remember that face.
Dark but devastation.
Yeah.
The demon. Devil.
Demonic dark butt damsel.
Let's go to Macon. Macon.
Macon, Georgia?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back into this week's segment of Crime Stoppers. I have Assistant Chief Eddie Hill and Kayla Duck Hill from the Macon Police Department in studio this week. How are you guys doing this morning?
Doing well. Doing well.
Well, thank y'all. So talk to me about some things that we are seeing going on in y'all's area here.
Sure. Within this year long, we've noticed tremendous crime within juveniles, ranging from property damage to vehicle theft.
Wow. So do we know a reason we think at this point why they're committing these crimes, or do we think they're just kind of taking their fun to the extreme?
Yeah, more so taking the fun to the extreme, joyriding, and as I stated, vehicle theft.
Yes. And with the vehicle theft, talk to me just about have we been able to find these vehicles? Are they leaving them in certain areas, or what are we seeing?
Some they'll leave in certain areas. Some one they burn out in the county.
Wow.
Yeah, it was stolen from the city limit. They drove outside the county and they burned it. Sometimes they'll leave them on the side of the road and somebody see them and call 911.
Now, talk to me about just how cases are handled whenever it comes to juveniles. With this type of crime, like you were saying, them burning this vehicle, will they then be charged as adults, or does it just kind of depend on the situation?
Depending on what evidence you can get from it to prove in court that they actually burned that vehicle.
And talk to me, investigator, how you guys aren't trying to put kids behind bars. You know, we're trying to lead them in the right direction.
So what we usually do is work closely with our neighboring agency, the Knoxville County Sheriff Department, to not only put a stop to the crime, but to also seek help for the juveniles involved in the activity.
And I feel like one way y'all are trying to also provide help and just community outreach is you guys have recently been doing like a monthly community outreach in Macon. So talk to me about some of the previous ones y'all have done, and then we'll speak about the one y'all got going on.
So this will be our second event, Hot Docs with the Cop. It's a community-wide effort event. We invite all to come out.
Yo, this like the best niggas can come up with in 2024. Just eat some glizzies with a cat.
Glizzies with the pig. That's all you got. What the fuck else can you do? Appeal. Put the grill, turn on the grill, and just like, you know what I'm saying? What else are you gonna do at this point?
Damn.
What about basketball?
Well, I
They
mean,
know better.
A game between the kids and the cops? Why not, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Listen, man, this right here is like they basically told like some people to come up with something, and the people didn't come up with nothing. And then it was like the deadline. It was like, yo, so today's the program. They were like, oh, all right,
No, for real.
They were hungover. They were hungover.
Yeah, I know the cop.
They pulled this shit out their ass, though.
Is you guys have recently been doing like a monthly community outreach in Macon. So talk to me about some of the previous ones y'all have done, and then we'll speak about the one y'all got going on.
So this will be our second event, Hot Docs with the Cop. It's a community-wide effort event. We invite all to come out, all ages, and just to mingle with law enforcement and have hot dogs with the cop.
I love that. Okay, so this next one is October 18th. I'm going to show y'all the flyer right here, from 3 to 5. And with the last...
It's hire the Indian on Fiverr, made that shit for 50 cents.
They're tripping, dude. This is not
turnout. Did we see a pretty good bit of people come?
We did, all ages, young and old.
So
They
that's
stayed
good.
out, mingled with
I
us.
could do that with the Be Funky app, man. I
Yeah,
Be Funky
got
for Canva.
got three undressed glizzies on a poster.
Jeez, grown men, man.
We have beverages,
Mhm.
chips, and
Now,
just a good time.
why do y'all think it's important for the community and even children,
baby.
especially? You guys said it's for all ages
Crazy,
to
though.
see that you guys aren't bad
White girl legs is off the chain.
No, for real.
She's fire.
You know that we're all friendly. We are their friends, so we want to invite them in to get
Mhm.
closer relationship with them.
And with the juveniles that we have seen committing these crimes, is there a certain age range that we're seeing mostly them getting involved? Maybe like
Is there a certain race? Is there a certain complexion?
Certain hair texture.
younger or older teens?
It's most definitely under 18.
Mhm.
Most of them.
And with any of these kids that are committing crimes, I know a big issue that we report on all the time is kids and guns and just having stuff. In cases like this, are we just saying that maybe they're possibly stealing these guns, or just people are just giving them these guns?
Most of them they've been stolen out of vehicles that they steal.
Yeah.
Whatever electronics and money and guns, they're gonna take it out of the vehicle.
So this is also a reminder with any vehicle, though, we need to take a few steps.
Correct.
And what would you recommend those steps to be for someone?
Lock your vehicle. Make sure you take all valuables out of the vehicle before you go in the house for the night.
And if you happen to have your car stolen, what are the first steps that you need to do? And let's just say there's a technology in your car or maybe a gun in the car. What do you need to do?
Just remember your tag number or any kind of VIN number that we can use to put it in the system showing that your vehicle have been stolen.
And Miss Kayla, also talk
What?
to me with the community outreach that we were just talking about. You are younger.
I am.
So how is it to you to see, these younger people involved in these crimes and you being young, being able to maybe connect with them?
Well, usually that's what I do is the connection effort with the younger generation and also with the older generation. I use it as a mingling technique to, of course,
Yeah.
also reach all ages.
So we're definitely, trying to do our best to get with these juveniles. And if we have anything that needs to be reported, if they don't want to call you guys, they can also reach you guys through the P3 Tips app.
Right. They can call Crime Stoppers or use that app to relay the information to them.
Yeah.
What's up with these? What the?
I'm having a little trouble tracking it. Yeah.
And then it was the last son cop nigga talking about the fuck he said what was that dumbass word he said? What?
Corrupted is.
Yeah, the most corrupted is like, what's up with these son chiefs, man? This shit's getting ridiculous.
Yo, I don't know if you know this, but that hot dogs with cops thing's not gonna work.
Oh, you don't think so?
What is going on?
North Jackson neighborhood.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was looking at that other video, but you got this one.
Are fed up with trash overflow near your homes and want it cleaned up.
Fun
It's
people.
located behind Colonial Mart Shopping Center, right off Old Canton Road. 3 on your sides. Valencia Gavin talks with one homeowner who wants the unsightly mess cleaned up.
Piles and piles of trash. Residents who live behind a shopping center on Old Canton Road say they've been complaining about this mess behind them for months.
Canton Road.
Piles and
Me?
piles.
You can see through that. You can see straight through that movie.
How black like dark butts too. He probably smashing.
Piles and piles of trash. Residents who live behind a shopping center on Old Canton Road say they've been complaining about this mess behind me for months now. Some of them even years. And they say this is what it looks like on a good day. I wake up.
Oh God, you know what she got her hair done, but just it's a fucking landfill in her backyard, but her hair done. Salute to David DeHart, man. He says in 1600 North Africans were sailing ships selling sub-Saharans into slavery. Sub-Saharans were in loincloths chasing lions with spears. That sounds about right though, man.
That sounds anecdotal too.
Rabbit Hole Reviews, man. He says sons have
Man,
been
it goes.
mayoral and police chief positions all over the country. Some men can't manage ish. Saying the quiet part out loud is overdue.
Indictments are coming for all of them. Don't worry.
Up to trash being in my yard, rodents, smells, just everything disgusting. It just, ugh.
That's
Oh,
what Jackson
man.
resident Japonica Waters sees when she looks out her front
Me,
window. But that's
if I was the mayor, it wouldn't be no hot dogs with glizzies. It would be hot dogs.
Prisoners picking trash.
It would be
Glizzy with cops.
yeah, it would be homies with fucking pickers, homies with trash bags. We little fucking fucking.
I think of a better name actually, but maybe never mind.
Yeah, man.
Somebody
Fuck
with
that,
pickers.
man. You would.
Homies helping with trash. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all would be doing this shit. This is what fuck eating hot dogs and shit. You'll be wishing for a hot dog. Fuck yeah, man. You'll get a hot dog on your lunch break. How about that?
That's what Jackson resident Japonica Waters sees when she looks out her front window. But that's not the only thing that ends up in her yard. He looks out her front window, but that's not the only thing that ends up in her yard. Resident Japonica Waters sees resident Japonica Waters. Resident Japonica Waters sees resident Japonica Waters sees resident Japonica Waters sees
Japonica.
Japonica, damn.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Resident
Never
Japonica
ends.
Waters sees when she looks out her front window, but that's not the only thing that ends up in her yard.
I shouldn't wake up to phone calls and
No.
videos of
With a wait, what? How is it spelled out? We can't see because of the super chat.
Oh, you can't see it. All right, let me move that, man.
Japonica.
Her mom wanted to go to Japan her whole life.
That's what I was thinking. Like Nipponica.
Is it Japan and Monica and shit like that?
Damn.
Most random shit ever.
Yo, if there's another person with that same name, I'm done, man. She gotta be the only person in the fucking country with that name. They can't.
Yo,
get
hold on.
rid of it.
Japonica is Latin for of Japan,
In
a
the
British
world,
common
bro.
name for a garden plant.
Good.
Boom. There you have it.
It's a flower or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it might be somebody else with that name. Shit.
Probably.
Japonica.
Sorry, sister.
18-wheelers pulling in my yard because trash they can't get around. I would like for it to be handled.
Waters says she was told a fence would be built 2.5 years ago.
It's disgusting. I'm tired of it. I can't do anything at my house. I can't host family events. It's an extreme embarrassment.
According to Jackson City Code, all refuse areas with receptacles or dumpsters in existence at the time of the adoption of this section shall be completely screened from the street and from adjacent properties by a solid wood or masonry fence of at least 6 feet in height. This goes for new dumpsters as well. It also says dumpsters shall remain inside the enclosure at all times except during the scheduled collection periods. And approved enclosures shall be maintained in good condition and appearance at all times. Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba assures residents that cleaning up the capital city is a top priority, but there's only so much the administration
Give Chokwe a break, man. He ain't never been indicted, man.
can do.
You can't police the areas 24 hours a day. And so when that happens, then the onus and responsibility comes on the ownership to secure the area in a sufficient way that doesn't continue to happen.
This can't be this nigga real name.
He was the one who said
gotta have changed that shit.
Yeah.
He don't even look like no Tether, man. He ain't no Tether. This dude is fucking.
That nigga look like a Terrence Williams or something.
Yeah, man. He changed his name to be try to be like me and shit, man.
Yeah, all those names are from different countries.
Yeah.
He made that shit up.
Man, but salute to him, man.
He was the one who said having a water system was white supremacy.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Friday night, family is saying goodbye to 44-year-old Michael Harvell, better known as Mike Mike.
He was like the big brother I never had, you know.
The protector. He's the oldest of the grandkids, so he was our protector.
Police say his life was taken when he was shot and killed last Saturday.
Why was that the end result?
This all started at 413 Strong, a nonprofit that helps young men who are unemployed or underemployed.
Yeah, he got killed at a program. That's crazy. Trying to donate his time, man, to help the young people.
End result.
This all started at 413 Strong, a nonprofit that helps young men who are unemployed or underemployed. Men from 18 to 30 live on campus for months at a time. Saturday, police say a fight broke out between two men. One was asked to leave. Then, when he came back Sunday night...
Contact.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Ding, ding, ding.
He broke rule number 1.
Why did he do that?
Right.
Asked him to leave, man. Shit, man. Fuck, man. Damn.
So, hey, do you think that like they include that detail in stories on purpose now? Like, you think they've caught on?
You
Nah,
can't be
I
the
don't
only one
think
to
so.
have noticed.
I don't
I
think
think
they
then,
got on.
then it just is what happened.
Yeah, it's what happened. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it's just like, yo, he was asked to leave.
Confrontation. Asked him to leave. Yeah, that's
Probably the number 1 cause of mass shootings in the country.
Yeah, I'm sure it's up there at the least.
Yeah.
That's insane, though.
Yeah.
Like you go to see, you say, what happened? Oh yeah, man, we asked him to leave. like, yeah, that's it.
Best for months at a time. Saturday, police say a fight broke out between two men. One was asked to leave. Then, when he came back Sunday night and was kicked out, police say that's when the shooting happened. Harvell was there as a father of another resident in the program.
You're talking about
He was there as a father of another resident in the program. He just was there.
So he was involved to whatever degree, it sounds like, right?
Now I see why they were saying it was just not fair. Like, damn, he was just there at the program
with his son.
You know,
that's
hot dogs with cops and shit.
Right. See,
oh no,
the
what was this goddamn fucking brunch with cops, whatever the fuck it was, and he there to see his kid, man, and the fucking fight break out and the shooting happened and he get hit. God damn.
Sounds about right.
Fuck, man.
Say a fight broke out between two men. One was asked to leave. Then, when he came back Sunday night and was kicked out, police say that's when the shooting happened. Harvell was there as a father of another resident in the program.
you're talking about a dad, a brother, an uncle, a cousin.
Family says the 44-year-old was also a big biker, Steelers fan, and loyal employee at Metro Schools. The kind of guy who was strong and reliable, but always shared a belly laugh.
For the men in our family, you know, we got some big shoes to fill.
And now,
his kids need justice. His mother needs justice. His siblings need justice. His family needs justice.
the family prays for answers and for Michael's peace.
Cousin, we love you.
Nikki Hauser.
We miss you.
News Channel 5.
Fuck.
God damn.
Look at this story we just heard, right? I think about it. How often do we see some people with this same story, right? Similar. Everybody's committing crime. Every group, right? And we want justice. But the rate that we see some people doing it, and then not to mention that there's a lot of other groups doing it because of Sunman.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, man. Yeah. We are out here we just it's just a fucking big bowl of sad, man. Like literally, man. Just like, God damn, man. That brother was just there visiting his kid. He could have visited his kid at any time. He happened to visit them at that time.
Right.
Shit.
It's bad enough he's got to visit his.
Remember that what was it, the Navy kid whose mom got shot on the porch visiting him for
Exactly.
graduation?
Yeah.
Like
In
that.
the
I
college,
definitely remember that.
the one in college, right?
That was that he was a football player at the
The
Naval
All-American
Academy.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, and his parents brought him to
In the
school, and they
dorm,
was
in the
just sitting
dorm
up
room,
there
right?
with the other parents. And somebody fired a gun from like 4 blocks away. Oh, and it was a long ways away.
Yeah, it
It
was.
had, yeah, and the bullet struck her while she was sitting on the like on the balcony with a bunch of other parents.
Damn.
Yeah, man, you talking about fucking that was probably the saddest story that we saw. That got to be the saddest one.
Did you see they denied Amber Geiger parole?
Oh, okay. So
Wait,
man,
wait. Did you say it was? Did you say it was the saddest story?
of an adult, man. Yeah, probably of an adult. Yeah, that was probably the saddest story.
Of an adult? Well, what about the one ladder queen that was praying with her daughter, and the stray bullet
Yeah,
came in through the window?
Remember that one?
that
She was
one.
literally
Yeah,
praying.
that was sad too. That
And
was in
remember,
Chicago area.
that
Where
was
was
in
that
in a
at?
suburb. That was like in a suburb.
Yeah,
It was it's a
yeah.
nice suburb, I thought. Zion. Remember when they caught the little song where they
Zion.
did
Yeah.
it? Remember when they caught the little song where he looked like with his little fro, looking like a fucking goofy.
Yeah, that was sad, man. That was terrible.
Probably the only
man.
people who remember.
Yeah, exactly. That was terrible. But yeah, that was a bad one too, man. Yikes, man. Fucking Christ, man. Sons bring fucking pain, suffering. Let's see this one, man. Pontiac.
But we begin tonight with the search for a gunman wanted by police for a deadly double shooting in Pontiac. Thank you for joining us today at 5. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Shots rang out this morning at the Arbor View Village Apartments on Fittis and Sanford near M59 and Martin Luther King Boulevard.
7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham.
Martin Luther King Boulevard. Okay.
7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham raising the voice of one of the victim's loved ones as families desperately await word for an arrest.
Investigators spent hours in this complex, in this parking lot, gathering evidence in that unit tied to a double murder.
He was a son, a brother, a father, an uncle. He was a friend. He was
You just hear the sister babble in the
everything.
background.
Now he's gonna be a memory.
While at this crime scene in Arborview Village, Markeela Jacob came over to me, looking for any answers in the death of her cousin, Tyrone Glenn. The 24-year-old was one of 2 men shot to death early Tuesday morning.
And I went to the hospital with his mom. We all broke down.
Loved ones identify the other victim as 20-year-old Sydney Ward. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office isn't saying much about the double homicide, but I spoke with relatives who say several people, including the suspect, had been hanging out at the apartment into the early hours of the morning. They say the suspect had been drinking and shooting dice on the sidewalk. Then around 8 a.m., the suspect came back, walked into the apartment, and shot both men who were asleep. Investigators say,
Damn, shot both of them while they was asleep. It was, whew. Damn.
who were asleep. Investigators say witnesses saw the suspected shooter running away, but the sheriff's office has not released his name or his photo.
Only a monster would do something like that. To kill 2 people.
Yup.
Even if it was animosity, anger, or y'all could have had.
Oh, so they fucked him over. They fucked him over at the dice game because she's snitching. She's snitching right here.
She's saying it was justified.
To kill 2 people, even if it was animosity, anger, or y'all y'all could have hashed that out. It was no reason to take 2 lives.
No. The woman who lives in the apartment where the men were killed did not want to go on camera, but she said she lost both her brother and her boyfriend in the shooting. She said she had apartment where the men were killed did not want to go on camera, but she said she lost both her brother and her boyfriend in the shooting. She says she had just come back from dropping her kids off at the school bus when she was chased by the suspect. Jacob, who says she doesn't know the suspect, just wants him off the street.
This was a shock to me.
If you have any information, call
Still
the
don't
Oakland
have
County
it.
Sheriff's Office. In
She got chased by him.
Not her, the girl at the apartment.
Okay.
She ain't get chased by nobody. She had to been a short chase, man. Team reported. Oh wow.
Right now, the Wayne County prosecutor is saying a 17-year-old intentionally targeted a man on a gay dating app and stabbed him to death at a home on Detroit's west side.
Ahmed Ali Khan is charged as an adult with first-degree murder and a list of other charges in the case. Sean Lay is live tonight. And Sean, you spoke with his family, the man who found him, and the investigator in charge.
And the question is tonight, was this a hate crime? The short answer is yes.
He was there to murder him.
Why?
Hate crime.
Harvey Brizendine got a call from Detroit police. His brother Howard had been stabbed to death. Brizendine had to go identify his brother.
We were able to identify him. It was from a tattoo on his arm.
Why?
Oh, his face was all black.
It happened at Howard Brizendine's home on Minnock on Detroit's far west side.
Did you find him?
I did.
Louis Mondahano lives across the street from Brizendine, and Brizendine worked the door at Mondahano's bar. But the 64-year-old did not show up for work, and his car was gone.
I opened the front door, and there he is laying down.
What did you think when you saw him?
Well, I immediately closed the door because, I mean, it was kind of shocking.
Police found Brizendine's car with 17-year-old Ahmad Ali Khan driving it.
Oh,
Detroit
wow.
police finding that the teen has no ties to the 64-year-old. The teen contacted the 64-year-old on a dating app, but not just to contact him, but to target him. Is this a hate crime? Does it look like a hate crime?
I'm
is heading-
trying to get some D down on the low. You heard me? Like pause.
Right, Sandman on the board.
And then he had to make peace with his God.
With Allah.
That's not a hate. It's not a hate crime, man.
Yeah, to make it right.
In that direction. That
You don't think this a hate crime?
Nah, that's just he just got suckered. Like it's some sucker shit. Like
He didn't rob the guy though. He just killed him.
Oh, he ain't robbed him.
No, they said he said he the guy. He didn't the app to kill him.
Driving it. Detroit police finding that the teen has no ties to the 64-year-old. The teen contacted the 64-year-old on a dating app, but not just to contact him, but to target him. Is this a hate crime? Does it look like a hate crime?
it is heading in that direction. That there is some evidence that indicates that this could have been a hate crime.
Detroit Police Commander Rebecca McKay tells us police are finding that the teen made it clear publicly that he hates people in the LGBT community.
We did find a couple of social media sites where he was referring to himself as a person who is anti-LGBTQ.
And to target someone for a murder then.
He said he hates do
Yeah,
funnies.
it's chilling.
Absolutely chilling. That teen being held right now without bond. The prosecutor here in Wayne County says they're going to work to try him as an adult. Kimberly.
Yeah, they
Sharna, can you share more details about how these two met up? Do you know any more information?
Yeah, investigators are telling me strictly on the dating app, and the 64-year-old Howard went and picked up this 17-year-old, brought him back to his home. That's when the crime occurred. The 17-year-old, police say, took off in his car.
Yeah, you don't want to read that chat log, I promise you.
Oh, he did take his car. So he took off in the car.
Yeah, salute to Rabbit Hole Reviews. He said it's like they picked her name at the hospital using Chat GPT or GPT on whatever. Yeah, salute. He says sons would rather do 30 to life than back down or lose facing an argument.
Real
That
shit.
sounds about right too, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's about right.
but this story is further proof that everybody commits crime.
And in Islam, does Allah command them to delete gay people, or does anybody know?
Nah, they just take it upon themselves. It's like any other religion.
All right.
Like the Christians, that like no one tells them to do it. They just do it. They think that's what they're supposed to do.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
tell
with a
people
particular
something
vigor.
else. Say it again.
I said they take that with a particular vigor. At least it seems like.
Yeah.
Well, that might not be the religion, but you know.
Yeah, that's just the culture. Like whatever country he's from, they're just probably like that. Like I don't think it has
violent,
that much to do with the religion, but he just happens to be that religion.
Yeah, like whatever religion you gave them, they would gravitate towards the parts, the violent parts, or the parts that let you kill people or enslave you. Yeah. Man. Let's end it like this, man. Let's end it on
3 women are accused of being serial shoplifters. Their latest target, the Burlington Coat Factory on East Capitol.
And tonight, one of them is still on the run. Fox 6's Bria Jones spoke with customers alarmed by the brazen theft.
A case of the sisterhood of the traveling shoplifters at this Burlington Coat Factory on East Capitol Drive.
And that's messed up that they would steal out of Burtis's. Like, I
Whoa.
love Burtis's.
Detectives.
Wait a second, man. You belong in Philly news, man. What you doing in Milwaukee?
That's a hard bitch right there. Goddamn.
Get your ass back to Philly, man.
Since, like, I love Burtis's.
Detectives say 23-year-old Michaela Jones Spencer and 22-year-old Tajla Smith.
Yo, wait a second, man. They went all the way up here to fucking Milwaukee. Don't I know y'all got a Burlington Coat Factory?
Yo,
I'm in
this is
Pennsylvania.
scary, man.
Yeah, definitely do.
Yo, but they travel. I listen to the name.
Yo, man, get y'all asses back to Philly, man. The fuck, man. They need y'all, man.
You run into the one on the
Y'all
right in the dark
better
alley.
Yeah, man. Y'all the dimes, man. Y'all need to get back to Philly, man. The brothers missing y'all.
Nah, he's definitely not.
And stole thousands of dollars worth of merchandise over the last few months. A third suspect, 19-year-old Martrice Robinson, is still on the run.
It's more to life than just stealing. It goes on your background.
According to a criminal complaint, Jones, Spencer, and Smith are said to be well-known retail thieves since 2019, known as regulars by Kohl's, Marshalls, Walgreens, and Burlington employees in Milwaukee County. This June, a field investigator for Burlington stores started tracking a theft ring involving the suspects. All 3 were identified on surveillance cameras. Investigators were able to tie the so-called ringleader.
Bree looking. Bree got. Bree get her hair up. Got a little jacket on. Look at Bree.
She losing weight.
Yeah, she dropped about 10 or 15, man, because you can see it in her face.
We need to drop another 115.
You good there, you know.
Nah, you gotta slow walk it. Because she need to slow walk because her skin. Because you don't want all that hanging skin, man. So don't listen
You
to
got
him.
that promotion in
Slow
that
walk
Ozempic.
that
That's
shit,
what
man.
you got.
Right.
Leader of the group, Michaela Jones Spencer, to a Facebook profile where they say she was selling clothes online with the term Big Booster on her profile.
They're showing you don't care.
From June to August, the store was hit 9 times. Each line says Spencer Jones was by herself or with other people, stealing over 500 items, including everything from cheap clothing to luggage, totaling over $9,000.
I just hope and pray that whoever these young ladies is, that they come to their common sense and find another hobby.
In Milwaukee, Bria Jones.
Another hobby.
Bria, man, salute to you, man. Any last words, man? Any final words from anybody, man?
She said hobby. I just thought that shit was hilarious. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Salute to the panel. Great show. I catch you on the flip side, man.
Same black time, same black channel. Out of here.